Congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against a top team, game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and that's what you can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Underway again. Brahim to give Morocco the lead. Chips Panenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line. The opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is. How do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try.
Alors apparemment, il l'aurait appris sur le banc dans les arrêts de jeu du match.
Ça le rendrait pas plus heureux.
C'était ce soir, ça.
Non, ça le rendra pas plus heureux. En vrai.
Je sais pas
Oui,
si
non, mais peut-être que ce qui s'est passé avec les autres joueurs qui ont mal pris le fait qu'ils...
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against a top team, every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and that's what you can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Underway again. Brahim to give Morocco the lead. Chips Panenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line. The opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is. How do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try.
Il ait fait la...
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against a top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and that's all you can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Underway again. Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead. Chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line. The opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is. How do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try.
Plus fait de Panenka.
Alors apparemment, l'aurait appris sur le banc dans les arrêts de jeu du match.
Ça le rendrait pas plus heureux.
C'était ce soir, ça.
Non, mais
Ça le rendra pas plus heureux. En vrai.
Je sais pas
oui,
si
non, mais peut-être que ce qui s'est passé avec les autres joueurs qui ont mal pris le fait qu'il ait fait la...
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against a top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and that's all you can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Get underway again. Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead. Chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line. The opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is. How do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try.
Il a plus fait de Panenka.
Alors apparemment, l'aurait appris sur le banc dans les arrêts de jeu du match.
Ça le rendrait pas plus
C'était
heureux.
ce soir, ça.
Non, mais
Ça le rendra pas plus heureux. En vrai.
Je sais pas
oui,
si
non, mais peut-être que ce qui s'est passé avec les autres joueurs qui ont mal pris le fait qu'il ait fait la...
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against the top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know ATLETICO have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and that's what you can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Away again, Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead, chips Panenka down the middle, and humiliatingly Mendy saves it. Stays on his line, the opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is how do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try.
Il a plus fait de Panenka.
Alors apparemment, l'aurait appris sur le banc dans les arrêts de jeu du match.
Ça le rendrait pas plus
C'était
heureux.
ce soir, ça.
Non, mais
Ça le rendra pas plus heureux. En vrai.
Je sais pas
oui,
si
non, mais peut-être que ce qui s'est passé avec les autres joueurs qui ont mal pris le fait qu'il ait fait la...
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against the top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know ATLETICO have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and that's what you can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Playing against the top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the
Underway
Champions League,
again, Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead, chips Panenka down the middle, and humiliatingly Mendy saves it.
Step by step, game by game.
Stays on his line, the opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the
this
move
is on
in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great.
How do you explain this?
Everyone's been very
At such a moment, this is not a time to try.
I've been able to settle in well, so I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against the top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and yeah, that's what we can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Underway again. Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead. Chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line. The opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is how do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try.
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against the top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and yeah, that's what we can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It stays on his line. The opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is how do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try.
Il a plus fait de Panenka.
Alors apparemment, l'aurait appris sur le banc dans les arrêts de jeu du match.
Ça le rendrait pas plus
C'était
heureux.
ce soir, ça.
Non,
Ça le rendra pas plus heureux. En vrai.
Je sais pas
Oui,
si
non, mais peut-être que ce qui s'est passé avec les autres joueurs qui ont mal pris le fait qu'il ait fait la...
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against the top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and yeah, that's what you can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Underway again. Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead. Chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line. The opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is. How do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try to.
Il l'aurait appris sur le banc, dans les arrêts de jeu du match.
Ça le rendrait pas plus
C'était
heureux.
ce soir, ça.
Non,
Ça le rendra pas plus heureux. En vrai.
Je sais pas
Oui,
si
non, mais peut-être que ce qui s'est passé avec les autres joueurs qui ont mal pris le fait qu'il ait fait la.
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against the top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and yeah, that's what you can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Underway again. Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead. Chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line. The opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is. How do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try to.
Il a plus fait de Panenka.
Alors apparemment, il l'aurait appris sur le banc, dans les arrêts de jeu du match.
Ça le rendrait pas plus
C'était
heureux.
ce soir, ça.
Non,
Ça le rendra pas plus heureux. En vrai.
Je sais pas
Oui,
si
non, mais peut-être que ce qui s'est passé avec les autres joueurs qui ont mal pris le fait qu'il ait fait la.
Underway again. Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead. Chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line. The opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is. How do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try to.
Underway again. Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead. Chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line, the opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is how do you explain this?
Right.
Plus fait de Panenka.
Alors apparemment, l'aurait appris sur le banc dans les arrêts de jeu du match.
Ça le rendrait pas plus
C'était
heureux.
ce soir, ça.
Non, mais
Ça le rendra pas plus heureux en vrai.
Je sais pas
oui,
si
non, mais
les-
peut-être que ce qui s'est passé avec les autres joueurs qui ont mal pris le fait qu'il ait fait la.
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against a top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and that's what we can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Underway again. Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead. Chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line, the opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is how do you explain
Congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against a top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and that's what we can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Again, Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead, chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly Mendy saves it. Stays on his line, the opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is how do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try.
Il a plus fait de Panenka.
Alors apparemment, l'aurait appris sur le banc dans les arrêts de jeu du match.
Ça le rendrait pas plus
C'était
heureux.
ce soir, ça.
Non,
Voilà.
mais
Ça le rendra pas plus heureux en vrai.
Je sais pas
oui,
si
non, mais peut-être que ce qui s'est passé avec les autres joueurs qui ont mal.
Underway again, Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead, chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly Mendy saves it. Stays on his line, the opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is how do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try.
Adam, was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against a top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know ATLETICO have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and that's all you can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for ATLETICO. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, mortals and celestials, mamas and papas, we want to say welcome into a space where we get to talk about the grand extravaganza that is football. Yes, I call them a movable feast. This is vivxsports, and we say welcome to the first El Derby time, Madrid time, an extraordinary fixture if you ask me. My name is Chief Soy, your energy chief, and Mandem, are you feeling good, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Alex them.
Yeah, a big game this evening.
Wait. That's what you don't call. What's up, bro?
I'm alright.
Happy New Year. I never see you this year.
Yeah, true. Happy New Year to you. Fantastic feeling, like you said. I mean, big game.
Yes, sir.
ATLETICO Madrid. I mean, we saw what happened in the first leg between these two sides. It was, ATLETICO Madrid on top of Real Madrid from the start to the finish of that game. But this time around, I think that things are going to be different. I cannot wait to see, what both teams have in store for us. The lineups are already out, confirmed by both managers, and we hope to see a wonderful Madrid derby at the Santiago Bernabeu. I'm excited, so let's go.
My people, if they talk about this particular fixture, let me not lie, we'll dive into the great Africans that have been part of this movable feast. People like the Makanleles of this world. Now we have a new entrance from Nigeria. Oh, from former African best, Ademola Lookman. Let me blow whistle. Today I'm going to be blowing a lot of whistle. So, before we dive into that, just to know the stakes that's on ground, Barcelona is still leading the tables, right? And Real Madrid have a chance to at least close the gap, but Atletico can do what Atletico can do, which is Valverde FC. This is Diego Simone's 50th, and this is Ademola Lookman's first. And this is Abeloa's first. Experience, does it matter when it comes to things like this? Abeloa was once a player, now he's a coach.
Well, as a player, I don't think Abeloa suffered too much in the hands of Atletico Madrid.
Now, Barca with their problem that time.
I mean, they won the Champions League against this Atletico Madrid side.
Yes, sir.
Twice. Beat Simeone on a good number of occasions. I think the only time you could recall Atletico Madrid beating Real Madrid was maybe as far back as the Copa del Rey final we played sometime in 2013-2012 season.
Active.
But it's been well, you talked about experience. Maybe experience can tell. I mean, Diego Simeone has seen it all. He has played against this Real Madrid side a good number of times, so he understands what it means to play a game against Real Madrid. And like I said, the first game that these two sides clashed in the first meeting of this season, Atletico Madrid played a wonderful game. Griezmann coming to the party, you know, they all played well. They won that game, scoring 5 goals, which was unbelievable when you look at the scoreline of the first leg. But yeah, sometimes the experience don't matter in games like this. You know, it's two big teams, two Madrid-based teams. You know, on their day can win any game on any.
Can cause trouble.
Can cause trouble for any team. You know, and for Atletico Madrid, they certainly so present an opportunity. Real Madrid will be looking at this, with a keen eye because Barcelona won against Vallecano earlier today by 1-0. So
very low, very struggle.
Yeah, so that means that Barcelona stand 7 points ahead of Real Madrid. So that would be what Real Madrid will be looking at, an opportunity to close the gap, bring it back to 4 points if they get a victory here. But it's always difficult. Hey, it's Atletico Madrid, and you know what Atletico Madrid can do. Like I said, good defensive team, can also score goals when they get the opportunities to do that. But it's going to be a difficult game, trust me, because for Atletico, they know that if they lose this game, they may just be struggling at the end of the season because now they're looking for Champions League spots. They're also looking to make sure that they don't get maybe trounced or trashed by their neighbors. And they will also be looking in the back of their heads, some of the players will be looking at this as an opportunity to do the double over Real Madrid, which is something that Atletico Madrid don't really do against Real Madrid as often in a season. So there are lots of things to look forward to in a game like this. Form certainly so will be thrown out of the window. But again, I mean, I'm supporting the Nigerian jersey for obvious reasons. I don't want to look man.
Obviously.
Want to see him play well, want to see him come to the party, and hopefully, something for Atletico Madrid to cheer for at the end of the day.
I love it. Already there's underlying storylines as we get into the groove of it. But let me check out the official lineup. It's a 4-3-3, and already the biggest stories out there is the goalkeepers. Mr. Lunin making the stance again because Yanu Black is out of it, a bit injured. Musso is back in the fold, 4-4-2. Real Madrid is carrying the drama back in, and obviously a 6 weeks injury to Stammer and Courtois, but this is the first time we'll see substitute players or goalkeepers having opportunity to shine big. And then you look to the squad that's on ground. Mr. Sam, please show my people the lineup when we say they as much so they can see and start shading the market. The biggest thing for me, for the visitors, the Rui Blancos, is the fact that Ademola Lookman, he gets to start, baby. I think he's worthy and good. Multiple goal assists. I think he has been their most profitable signing, even better than Julian Alvarez since he came in January. This is going to be big, eh? 2-man front end for Atletico Madrid for the attackers. I mean, they're using Antoine Griezmann. Alvarez aside scoring after 4 months when we say not they score before. So maybe that guy na guy. They talk nonsense this past 2 weeks. That guy na guy. Only in the enemy of progress a guy. And I guess Koke is back in, fully fitted. Cardoso is there, Simeone is there, and then the back end of guys that I'm not really sure. They've not been too porous when it comes to the defense. I'm talking about Normand, Llorente, David, Anko, and Ruggeri. This is a different makeup, let's not lie. What can this squad offer, especially when you consider that the last 3 games they've played, not particularly these guys, but this squad has gotten like 3 draws at the Bernabeu. All 1-1.
Yeah.
How can they approach this game? They are one of the worst performing among the top 5 for away form, by the way.
Yeah, you look at the team. Like I said, sometimes when they go to the Bernabeu, they like to line up in a defensive way because they know that when you come to quality for quality, the Madrid side are better, so to speak. And if you want to play a free-flowing game at the Santiago Bernabeu, you may just be causing yourself, to concede lots of goals. Because if you give Real Madrid spaces, they would exploit those spaces and they'll score goals.
I have a theory, but I will not say it yet because this thing you talk, I think it used to be the thing that for Atletico Madrid back in the day, people consider them ultra defensive. I think Atletico Madrid now is just that it's not that they are bad at playing away. I feel like it's up. Don't worry, we'll chop that.
No.
We'll chop that.
So the thing is, when you look at how they play or how what we know Atletico Madrid for, they set up defensively.
Yes,
and
sir.
They set up well.
Yes, sir.
Defensively, they play 2 line of 4, which is a 4-4-2 formation.
Yes, sir.
Where they have too many bodies behind the ball defending. For large part of any football game. And they also exploit counter-attacking opportunities when they see, spaces to run forward. They do that and they get goals. But yeah, like you said, recently it's a different Atletico Madrid approach. They've now adopted a different style, which is they attack more and they kind of play free-flowing football more. Like I said, the first game these two sides played in the La Liga this season, you could tell that Atletico Madrid adopted a free-flowing attacking style of football. They were not sitting deep. They were not trying to defend against Real Madrid. They went out, they played well. And, the way they were lining up those passes intricately in the midfield and connecting with the strikers.
Yeah.
That's why Griezmann was one of the best players in that game. They performed at the highest level. Julian Alvarez also did well in that first game. And you could see that when Atletico Madrid come out to play, attacking football, they play well. And I think that's something that they should adopt and take to the Santiago Bernabeu. If you sit deep, you're just going to allow Real Madrid to come at you, and then when Real Madrid start to come at you, piling on the pressure, they may just score 1, 2, 3.
This thing you talk. I think you might be a prophet too. We are bringing up proper postulations, my people. If you want to give us your prediction, we are not giving things away today, but you can have the bragging rights on a special day like this. The 22nd day of the 3rd month in the year of our Lord 2026, to be the one that says what I said at the derby, Madrid derby, it came to pass. Now, Alex aka Mandem is with me, and me, Chief Swade, with you. It means we are together. And this will probably be a big one because we have another African brother, the one who's AFCON title winner incoming, Brian Diaz. He's making a big start when we go to the Madrid side. Hey, as I talk, how you shake your head. You want to go ask Cafe they give us our trophy back for the Okusha? I'll be more do like Guinea, more line up.
Well, it's just funny what's happening right now in African football. But anyways, like you said, Brian Diaz, one African player, playing against Lookman, another African player, and it's good to see that he starts up front. Which sets up. I mean, look at that beautiful stadium. The Sac looks really good. And
Dios de Reina de Madrid. They are letting you know, in case you forgot, by the way, the players are already stepping up to the plate. And the big names, my G, for inside Real Madrid. When they bust my brain, Dani Carvajal. I shocked say they carry Rudiger to start for this match. This is not game they're supposed to ease up, Yeah, the guy that experienced, but well, the young singing they are who's singing, depends on how you want to call him. Frank Gastia, that's the back line, experience and youth. Then we say they start. The man with the hat trick, Federico Valverde, oh boy. Or a Chomene in the now 3-man midfield the carry with Thiago Pinto. The world has not seen this guy do his thing well yet, but anything is possible. The one that's beginning to score like Xavi Alonso, Adam Gula, you see that goal? You see that goal? We never get long range like that. So that's a testament man there alongside Vinicius Jr., who is leading the line, Starboy 7. The Brazilian boy when they put for inside national team, by the way. We did see Abeloa looking very trim, fit and proper against a guy that gave them troubles once upon a time. But now, Samara done the Corey Papali. They are setting up nicely. Real Madrid ready to continue where they stopped. I think over 127 games. This will be the 128 if they manage to win it in their basketballs against their neighbors of 8 kilometers away. I know you. That one will be problem now. I know they fear you now.
Yeah, I mean, nothing to fear.
Nothing to fear.
Nothing to be worried about. I just saw a picture of what's his name now, Rafael Nadal, who's a native of Madrid. Supports Real Madrid. He's been supporting the club for a long time now, and good to see smiles on his face. I hope those smiles will last longer in this game.
Abelo is smiling. The man they call rock and roll football man is smiling.
If things start to go sideways, you may just have issues. But yeah, referee Jose Luis Muniera, one of the guys who is a top referee in Spain. But hopefully we get to see him at his best, because this guy just likes to dish out yellow cards.
Oh yes, on the average, Mr. Jose likes 4 to 5 yellow, and the captains have stepped up to the plate. On one side, the journeyman who has managed to stay Koke, and on the other, Kaba doing the Lord's work. Tre Julio. By the way, this is name, this is their VAR guy when they beat that. They remind me of that guy when they had Danny Trejo for American film. That guy when you know what that film Machete? And when they followed out that guy when they had bad guy where they carry cutlass where that guy and a bad guy. Anyway, we hope to have some good singing today, tonight. Atletico Madrid step up with the young faces. Musso looking active. Mono forget say Musso don't show himself small over the seasons past, for he never get chance to impose himself. They make a case for him, and that's the new goalkeeper, the substitute goalkeeper, when don't step up to be star boy number 1 for the 18 or between the sticks. They make a case say this probably go be the new faces of Spanish goalkeeping. This is a man that has won almost 15 out of the almost 50 your MB saying don't play for inside the Madrid derby. Not a good record, though. But Diego Simeone is a man with new blood in between him body now. He has. When they call our boy, Ademola Lookman. And I know the guy happy when we say they talk about but in the speed up, I tell you, my people, put your predictions down. Mr. Producer, I for like they see this team, make a pop them up for my screen for you. Make a see you now. If you have a comment, relate with us. We are on YouTube, we are on Facebook Live and direct. You can call us vivxsports. Yes, anywhere where we say African Interest Day for sports, that's where we are at. By the way, it's a good time to be an African. In case you don't know, we dey break record up and down. We don't fight wars unless we fight it in the boardroom. Hello, Morocco. How about that? Meanwhile, what did you make of that arrangement, by the way? Brian Diaz, they happy. You know your thing talk.
Yeah, it's disgraceful that's the way we want to hand over the trophy to a team. There's a rule in football that says that the referee is in charge of the game. If the referee doesn't end the game, then we don't have a winner, then we can forfeit the game. That game wasn't forfeited because when you check, at the time when that 40 minutes of delay was happening, the referee didn't call for full time. He didn't blow for full time. He waited for those players. They had to, galvanize them. They brought themselves back into the playing surface and they continued the game. And when they continued the game, it means the center referee in charge, proceeded with the game till the very end, which was when they scored that goal, and then he blew the final whistle. So the referee in charge of that game ended the game. And that's the what's the code now? That's the one we're taking. We're not taking the guys who sat somewhere and decided who would win the competition. Now again, when you look at the mail sent or the letter released by CAF, it wasn't citing anything. It was just a letter. It just felt like an essay somebody just wrote. Yeah. And decided to publish. They were not citing anything. They were not citing any reason.
No precedents, nothing.
They just wrote a letter there. And I think that's where my issue came from when I was reading that stuff. I mean, anybody who has a very good knowledge about law would read that and be disappointed that CAF has come out and done that. To do that. This is the highest level of African football, and it's just disgraceful that we're doing this now.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, mortals and celestials, mamas and papas, we say welcome to yet another El Madrid derby, where the home team in all white, like Igbe people when they go local service, now they wear white polo, white bossers, they on the left, and the visitors in their traditional red, white, and blue bossers. As it stands, they start with persons of personnel that have been doing good when it comes to goal contribution. I like the look from people like Antoine Griezmann, looking very focused on the money and on the business. By the way, the former Chelsea man, Rudiger, he go link up the play now that they play from the deep. Honestly speaking, in a very high line of attack when they say Atletico Madrid, they come first of all. What is they at stake by people? Right now, Atletico Madrid, they show strength, 24 wins in their last 24 or 45 games. It makes them very key when it comes to attack like you talk. But Abeloa is on the stance. I see that thing he did. He did that dog whistle. Now double marking, they take double mark Garcia. They don't hear say Garcia fine way, but he finds a bit of pocket on the left. The defensive shape for the Rojiblancos back to 3-man inside the box, and he crossed
wonderful one for Real Madrid. Still very much early days. But Vinicius Junior on that far side doing a wonderful job to put a good ball into the box. Real Madrid had an opportunity there. The ball was dilly-dallying, confused Atletico players, struggling to get to the end of that one. There was a snapshot, I think, from Danny Carvajal to get to the end of that ball, but an equally good save from Juan Musso, the Argentinian goalkeeper, and goal for the Atletico Madrid side to keep that one out. Real Madrid have started the game like a house on fire. They're dominating proceedings just inside their own half with possession, and it's easy to differentiate these two teams, the Rigi Blancos and the Los Blancos, white and red and pure white, if you may. Real Madrid playing from left to right, like you said, and Atletico Madrid playing from right to left. It's going to be an interesting game. I mean, it has started really well. It started good for the Real Madrid side, the home side, who know how to pile on the pressure whenever the players start talking about here they come again.
I will tell you, as it stands, legs are being thrown from left to right, honestly speaking. Double marking inside that 18. The visitors are very keen to make sure that, before you come at me with one, I don't bring two people to block you first. Probably one of the reasons why, maybe, just maybe, in recent time they started conceding more goals than they would usually do. 52 goals so far, they don't concede. I think about 52 to 56, but check out that last time. That was a match, by the way, on Vinicius.
Yeah,
that was outside. He was trying to time, but that was foul.
Yeah, when you look at it as a foul, I think the referee let that slide because the ball was...
Advantage.
Yeah, advantage, because the ball went straight to Brahim Diaz, who had an opportunity in the box to do something for Real Madrid. So good call from the referee to allow play go on from that position. But like I said, it's Real Madrid all over Atletico Madrid as we speak. First 5 minutes of this game.
First 5 minutes of the game, and it's going as it should. A low ball, trying to roll it in and out. Rudiger spreads that pass, looking for someone to shade market to anybody. For now, men like them, they've been calm. Valverde has not walked through the flanks at all. A ground ball now back again to Houston. Houston will take it up front. That looks like a nice steal, by the way, off the legs of Vinicius. And now he runs into traffic, that midfield. The bodies in that midfield doing the work they're supposed to for Real Madrid. And what got for the day, send Griezmann for they say, they don't quack me, they take the ball quickly. And Vinicius will chase. And the last dish effort will get that ball back into the body legs of Musso. Musso already with a big save. Already denying Real Madrid and Vinicius in bros of a major opportunity. He went early on that one. That was not an offside, by the way, from Vinicius. And again, you can see where the major actors will do their work. Normally, they plead themselves, say, Simbe, I don't top hand. But you match on across, and then look at that whip through the center. And that was from Carvajal. Carvajal was already like sliding to the floor when he hit that shot from the edge of the box, by the way. And that's something you credit the guy for. Drive, man, when they forced the wire, that's something. Already there's something about how La Liga, they set up their games, because of the partnerships they have with EA Sports, you get to see diagonal things that will be popping like in the wash game, and they help you to read the game better. For instance, when they are without the ball, they kind of move in a zigzag position, all the defenders, and same for the midfielders. They try to fill in the blank spaces, but right now, Atletico Madrid on the prowl. Simone roll it back now, looking for people like the Lorento. Maybe one load them up top. I never see Lookman for inside this match here too. But I said they don't like, I mean, a band B they use, I mean, a band C. They never unlike for the Lookman for the left side.
Yeah, I think that's because if you look at the game, I think Real Madrid have struggled to find their footing. Real Madrid have been on top of it, and you know, Atletico Madrid, when they have the possession, they're not moving the ball quickly, so they lose possession easily to Real Madrid.
Actually, that's true.
Yeah, 7 minutes of the game, it's all been Real Madrid. All been Real Madrid.
Real Madrid doing the Lord's work. Atletico Madrid keeping that offside trap, keeping that line right. Lookman now gets the ball back to where Mathieu Rugende, and now they spread it. Norman back to Anko. Everybody wants to touch the ball. Anko, Titi Pangolo follow you. See, there's something about how if you say big moments like this, you they wait for who will be the firecracker. Lookman has the ball now, clear line of sight, cover hard. If they pay and respect, no one come too close. 3 men they block Lookman. Lookman still find where enter that they feel. Where are you? The first chance they will get, and they will come from the African star boy. Koke is making a case. He said they match and look up. Actually, there was a love tap off his back from Rudiger. Lookman did great. This guy entered a sea of 3 white polo inside the 18. Shift away from Kaba. Then they say they tap and small. I don't see referee will give this guy thing as penalty.
I think it should be harsh and Real Madrid with that.
They don't see how before, my brother.
Yeah, I think Lookman was doing something amazing there by trying to create space from a very difficult and tight angle. I mean, from one end of the pitch, we've seen Brian Diaz, the Moroccan player, cause damage for Atletico Madrid. On the other side, Lookman replicating that. The two.
Ooh, that's a big chance now. Counter. This is the ball from Amaha. My goodness. 2 chances when this is brother don't get inside just on that 10 minutes. And now Atletico get the chance to punish on the counter. He says such there, and the ball is recycled in the midfield. We like Namokoso Fanide, they have pitch. Now they say Real Madrid, they play Atletico. And another unforced error turns the screw back again. Pendulum has switched into the legs of the Roy Blancos. The pocket will hold the ball now, maybe they pocket the boss once more. How crazy was that opportunity to cover? Wow, shit!
Great one from Dani Carvajal. No, Federico Valverde now. Valverde, who had that opportunity, he beat his marker for sheer pace, and when he went into the ball.
Want to buckle my shoe into the hands or legs of the one that they call Great Fan. And we want that Great! Big save on the other end from Laurenti. Okay, never before. This suicide, they know the respect. They said 10 minutes on the clock. This is a Deborah and Davi. This is a Davi and Deborah.
This is a wonderful game.
This is a Davi and Deborah. This is a plug this off it. My brother, they put it on boy now. You guys say don't walk on. They roll that camera back again. They film and maybe we see him. What did he want to?
Yeah, 1-2 Giuliano Simeone with Antoine Griezmann drops it for Marcos Llorente, former Real Madrid player.
Yeah.
Left-footed strike.
Oh, that was a strong hand from the right.
The follow through from Carvajal brought him down, but he already taken that shot. The goalkeeper, just had a touch to it. That would have gone into the back of the net.
I swear down at the reflex.
Yeah, reflex. Good save from Lunin to keep that one going. 10 minutes of football, and my world.
You see number one, the principal number one, the man that's had for 6 weeks. We can see the look, the befuddled look on Courtois. Because when they show this rebuild again from this right side, Valverde, Federico, when we say we never see they come to the party since. He just wakes up like a live wire, tower, he wire around, hits the bar. The fans are not waiting, they suck for this one. And you know the craziest thing for me? Just all that build up when we say, not the Real Madrid one, the one we say they just save. Normally that the quick reflexes from Courtois might be one of the biggest, if you want to say tricks in the bag for the Real Madrid number 1 man. So it's interesting to see that like for like, both sides of the divide, the number 2 goalkeepers. Oh my God, again. Oh God. The number 2 goalkeepers were inside the top 3 teams for La Liga. They're actually very, very good.
Yeah, very good. Very good. But, I don't know how much I can talk about Chesney being a very good goalkeeper.
No, it's not a cigar is smoking, not keep pressing.
I know he's a good goalkeeper. He's a good goalkeeper. Like I said, Musso, also a good goalkeeper for Atletico, and he's the number 2. I mean, I know Black is number 1.
Yeah.
For Lunin, the Ukrainian goalkeeper, who is another top goalkeeper, but I mean, Thibaut Courtois is better. That's why he gets.
Oh my Lord! And if you go on the back again from the right side, suddenly Lorente, they drop deep. Lorente, they collect ball. Lorente, they stroll like saying like Papa don't want to do this. Confidence is rising.
Yeah, it's rising for Atletico Madrid, and I think they're beginning to find their footing into this game, and they're beginning to probe forward and look for spaces in and around the Real Madrid defense. I think Real Madrid have just slowed down the tempo a bit. They started like a house on fire, like I said earlier on, but now they've kind of like given Atletico Madrid a bit of chance to grow into this game, and Atletico Madrid are taking that chance. They've had 2 shots on target from those chances they've created already in the first 12 minutes of this one. And like you said, it's an open game. This is what derby games are like. It's end-to-end stuff. It's wonderful to watch, and hopefully we get to see these 2 teams go at each other from now to the very end of this game.
Well, 9 games out of the last derbies they've had, especially at the Bernabeu, has given us multiple goals. Yes, indeed, at least 2 goals. In fact, 5 of those were standing. So that's now why we say most people they expect say we go see goals, they play open, they actually score better than they defend. And Vinicius has the ball now. Lorente is doing box-to-box walk-ins, and then double marking now will give them small respite for Atletico Madrid. Do not forget that this Atletico Madrid side, they too, they've been live wire. This is one of their most profitable seasons up top. 92 goals so far. To give you clarity, understand my brother, my sister say, 98 goals, Real Madrid does score.
Yeah, and like I said, I think there's a difference of this Atletico Madrid side to the one we used to know.
Somebody says power! Power!
Even though they set up defensively, look at that. You can see the 2 lines of 4.
Yeah.
You can see how deep Lookman is. You can see how deep Julian Alvarez, who's the number 9, is, and Antoine Griezmann. So they naturally set up defensively. But this season, we have to give them credit because they've scored lots of goals. You don't forget the trash Barcelona 4-0 in the Copa del Rey semi-final first time.
And then, what did Barca not do there?
No, they trash Real Madrid 5-0. I'm just trying to give you some of the instances of the goals and the number of goals they've scored in football games this season. So they've been an expressive side, a different kind of football they play. They create chances, they score goals, and sometimes they see out their opponents. They don't forget they also gave the oh, that was a good chance. But they gave Tottenham Hotspur. They scored 5 against Tottenham Hotspur in the Champions League. 5. So it's a high scoring Atletico Madrid side this season. So I'm not surprised they've scored that.
Oh, that's a great long range effort. He hit it on the floor, by the way, and then it bounced and trickled up. Already, Musso was already beaten for his money, honestly speaking. Like it was like when you hit a ball on the floor, that was something that people like say Eto was very great at back in the day in the La Liga. Someone that was very one touch from Lookman. Lookman controls that, and he creates space on the left flank. Really, they don't send all this our plenty to this team. They won't make sure say they're fire for fire. 1-2, they return it again. Lookman is the conductor, and the concerto in the one try carry. They will put up to the center. 1-2 short passes, but good defense. I like that. It looked like a triangle for the center for Real Madrid, but 2 other guys on the for side. And you see 3 men in the center always makes it more difficult for you to penetrate, especially when you are that close.
I think I'm a little disappointed with how Atletico Madrid
the final touch
finished their final.
The build-up is exciting.
It's an exciting build-up. Ademola Lookman on the left-hand side. But when he carried the ball forward, it was literally no Atletico Madrid player running into space.
Actually, now through the space to get plenty for him. Like if they leave one, like saying I am the only guy.
To drag Real Madrid players, into a space where they can create spaces for themselves. That's the Atletico Madrid players now. So I think they should be doing better with that. When you have a player on the ball trying to create space or create danger, others should try and run into spaces to see if they can receive the ball in dangerous areas and affect play and score goals. Ademola Lookman on that occasion had the ball in a very good position. Griezmann was behind him. Julian Alvarez was behind. Giuliano Simeone was behind. That's not how they're supposed to play. If you want to score goals, you have to put players in good areas so they can receive the ball and affect play.
Man, in front of the post, not be individual brilliance unless you be Real Madrid when we say you get star boys and mega stars. Maybe not like the types of the Galacticos, but somehow, Lorente is on the money. I like the way he's so concentrated today. There's always a Lorente that's always passing through these spaces. A very popular name, and they're always blondie. This Lorente, they remind me of the Yofolan, I can't lie. The nose is there, the blonde is there, the build is there. And Vinicius now, he has 2 bridesmaids when they escort her, like who does the enter new husband house. Like you never notice, I see your left. 2 people don't appear.
Well, I mean, that's the way to stop Vinicius sometimes. Players on him.
And they have broken the play, intercepted again, and the counter back to Lookman from the middle of the park. He takes it back.
They're not pushing bodies forward when they have the ball. And it just
maybe it's cautious. They're trying to be cautious.
They're being cautious. I mean, they're playing against Real Madrid. They know that Real Madrid can switch it up quickly when they have the chance. But like I said, you have to be daring when you're playing like the Santiago Bernabeu. Getafe came here 2 weeks ago and won 1-0. So you have to be daring.
But Getafe had to take their time, and they sat.
Yeah, they sat, but they
went arm for arm and used their only opportunity very well.
But then when they attacked with bodies, with numbers. That's
I'm not so used to see fast passes from Atletico Madrid. So every time I see a fast pass, a fast ball, and they start. Because there are some things that look slow like that.
Yeah, they try to ease the tempo by passing the ball from left to right, trying to spread out the Real Madrid players and create spaces for themselves.
But the spaces are trying to be there slowly, but good defensive work again, and the turnover from Vinicius before he collect the ball, Chester, 2 people don't rush him again like new wife again, and a loaded ball recycled. This time, I think the ball went out, it ran out of real estate. Yeah. That's not good though. That's not good. By the way, don't forget, this is about 300 times plus these two sides don't play. What is the exciting thing to look out for when you know they see them too much? I think it's contests like this that make you realize that it's never too much. Look at that brilliant piece of defending. Last pitch effort from Carvajal. Carvajal played with Ronaldo and he still get that drive. They show why we say they be champions. Last time when they be champions, 2022, 2023, was when we say people like the Lunin really held deep, dug deep, and did that defensive work when we say in star number 1, Couture not there available, and that get them to the final where they shake their brothers, Atletico. And you can see that drive. So probably one of the reasons why Real Madrid is still the top quality side and say they still get old men when still remember old ways. For now, Llorente seems to have a situation. I think that he heard when we saying they complained before.
Yeah, he landed awkwardly, shoulder, barge on the head.
I think his watch is done. After that, he also I see they won't come out. I mean, the rubber band they won't come out.
It needs to be checked. I think there's something wrong with his hair or his head. I don't know what it is exactly, but he wants to change the rubber band.
This is about men that have long hair.
Look at that again.
Oh, the way it landed. If you're on the shoulder. Right now, Atletico Madrid, they are -1, and it gives Real Madrid an added advantage. Not as if they needed it in the first place, but sometimes it seems they do. Rudiger. Spreads that pass. Rudiger is now the conductor now. Now, after they play very high line of attack.
Very high line of attack. I mean, you can see the confidence from Real Madrid. Many bodies.
Viking us.
They know that, that's the only way you can, because Atletico Madrid will always put bodies behind the ball. They'll always defend. So if you want to get the better of them, you have to, you have to go forward in numbers. The game has started very well. It has balanced out now. I think that both teams have now sized themselves up to the point where the game has now balanced. But again, for Real Madrid, you can see Valverde, Vinicius, everybody just outside there trying to attack and trying to make sure that they get something, from this game. But still very much early days, 20 minutes of football, still Real Madrid winning.
Well, this is a fixture that has had different kind of actors. The people like them, Diaz back in the day, short-term striker, but they punch when you need to. Mamadou Diarra, that guy could walk and win balls through the middle of the park. Solid midfielder general right there. And Samuel, of course, they not do for years, but it disgrace Real Madrid normally. They press. But you get people like Makalele. Makalele moved to Chelsea after Real Madrid, That was such a great time because he didn't used to get good money, good pay when he used to be in this particular squad. In fact, it was one of those that in one of his interviews exposed the fact, say, oh boy, for big team, that's how they get salary when big go. The rest of us, we're not a station by. If our partner when watch don't come our back. That's why I like that he went to England, because then he then got money for the kind of quality he was. But when you think about the guys, the Africans, say the Thomas Partey's of the world, then someone to actually had an Atletico Madrid loan spell, by the way.
He also played for Real Madrid.
Exactly. That guy, I won't talk about it before. I won't talk about it before. Bros, you do move around in Africa, men. You do move around. You move. Everybody know you. They share you finished. I feel like there's another substitute coming up because Llorente is in, but it looks like his watch is done. We see substitutes making the rounds on the side. It's 67 to 33% of possession. And you know, Real Madrid now trying to do the long-range effort doings. But let me throw this to you, my G. If you had to pick between, let's say, okay, Eto in Madrid, Eto in Barca, Eto in Atletico. What Eto was your favorite Eto?
Definitely Eto in Barca. In Barca, I find Nigeria very good goal. I scored goals. Won Barcelona in the Champions League in 2006.
Big chance, Real Madrid, they are struggling at the end of the box. But this Atletico, they are defend dirty sharp.
It's too many bodies in the box.
They want the goal.
Check for handball. Could be possible that we have a handball situation from that last opportunity. Look at that again.
Oh, that was his waste. How can the man defend? He has to use something.
Yeah. That kind of be given as a penalty. I would be surprised if that's called. I think referee is still checking. I have no idea why he's still checking.
I have a question. Okay. La Liga referee and Premier League referee. Which one better pass?
Premier League referees are better.
It's a lie.
I'm being serious.
It's a lie.
La Liga they have the worst referees. Well, I don't want to.
We'll take it to court.
I don't want to come here and
we'll take it to court.
Call them out.
Mr. Wilson, they don't say that they do one kind of
I think that La Liga referees have a lot to learn with how they sometimes relate to VAR and interpret VAR's calls. Yeah, they're very not so good. I would just give them bad rating.
Bad.
They're not the best of themselves.
It's all taskmaster, but we see the VAR calling again. Llorente tackling Vinicius as well. Vinicius goes down. Vinicius, I like him. It's a bit they use all the dark arts because you see people like what's his face? What's that boy that they moved to Barca now? Antonio. No, that one that was in Man U before now. Vinicius, clear line of sight. He takes the shot. It's 24 minutes and we don't finally see the Brazilian whip a trigger from the edge of the box. Llorente not close him down as they follow him since. I think that's one of the reasons why Vinicius does these things. He will do theorics here, theorics there to make you a bit more cautious when you tackle now. Yeah. And then the minute you drop back, that's a problem. So a player like Vinicius, you need to give him back. Already Real Madrid has had 5 opportunities to go at the Rey Blancos goal. 2 of those times now from the left flank, from the central area. Then 1 of those times now from the right side. Meaning say Lookman side they close where you know they give them chance. As not they give a chance. He said not they give them chance. Abi?
Likely so. I mean they Real Madrid have predominantly used the left side where we have Vinicius Junior station. They played so much from there. I think they had 1 early chance from this right hand side. With an opportunity for Federico Valverde, who's playing as a wide midfielder on the right side, and also drop deep to help the defense of the Real Madrid.
Or you can then do central work like he did against City when they flop people, Papa.
He's a very versatile midfielder who can do lots of things for this Real Madrid side. Now he's drifted to the middle. Has changed his position. Carvajal has now drifted to the wide side. So it's a free and fluid Real Madrid side. They're moving like they're moving around on the pitch, no particular position except for the defenders who are stationed, to have their positions. I think the attacking players and the midfielders are moving from one side to another, and that really could set up confusion for Atletico Madrid when they defend against this Real Madrid side.
Is it more difficult to defend a team that has fluidity? That almost everybody they play like utility player. Nice hold-up play now. This time I think that was from Federico. Actually, those switch links and. They still managed to steal the ball. Who they still have now? From Griezmann.
Yeah,
Griezmann is he's so deep and he's such a clutch defender right now for the team. And Lookman drops back and tries to play Griezmann into the game, and then they lose the ball. But honestly speaking, Atletico, they are showing that they know how to use what they've got, and that's a team that has a proper African imprint. I can't forget the doings of people like Thomas Partey. I think him coming to this particular team made him the consummate general for midfield that he became. I never really enjoyed having to play him when my club had to play him when he was in Arsenal because you too sabi working your first, I beg. That period, the guy too sabi. In fact, maybe the template, I believe what we say, this Arteta particular midfield, they foundation around, because he was the one that brought them into that. Oh boy, you got to get big, strong, and whip shots. Well, so far so good. It's 26 minutes, and it's still 0-0 right here at the Madrid derby. With Palace and Barras in down for a roll. Dust must rise. We are still waiting for that dust to rise. Only just a no major effort that we've seen from Atletico Madrid. Most of the things they've done on the edge of the box, some people will say, as people when they talk, they flatter to deceive. And honestly, Real Madrid, they do all the pump. Yakubu managed. And they pumped them, not as much as they could, but that now credit to, I will say, Atletico till they break the play. Now Chomeni raises that ball, spins it up top, a locked ball into the path for what's his face, Vinicius. Vinicius could fall under anointing, like Pastor Chris said. This and Oseko blow gives the first yellow for the game, and it goes to a man wearing red and white polo, looking like this is the king. A quack for back to true.
Yeah, that's a foul any day, anytime.
Now, he don't even go for ball, but just quack him.
Johnny, the young man there, just receiving a yellow card, we missed Atletico Madrid's next game.
Which is unfortunate. That's against Barcelona they are playing.
Yeah.
They have a couple of games against Barcelona.
Wanda Metropolitano.
Wahala.
They play against Barcelona in the league. They also play against Barcelona in the Champions League.
It is so annoying. This picture is so annoying. It's just like Real Madrid and Galatasaray playing themselves again. That is piss me off.
The good thing for them is they get to play twice at the Wanda Metropolitano, which is their home stadium.
And they've always won.
Yeah,
they have a very strong record for winning here.
Record at their stadium. So, it's going to be a difficult game. I mean, it's a different Barcelona side. They're winning games. They've turned their season around. They're 7 points to Real Madrid.
And they don't have injury for Palava. The way all that we used to have injury Palava.
But let's watch out.
Right now, there's a big moment over people.
This looks like a Federico Valverde moment.
Yes. Although Vinicius, they romance the ball first. He did do Michael Douglas. He did romance the stove. But Cava, they stand in front of the ball. Griezmann, they get conversations. There's trepidation in the space. I will tell them, I say, the boy, when we say the game, Brazilian flair. He did sweat, he did observe, he look like saying about it, they wind up. And he hits it, deflection of the legs of the defenders from Atletico, but was on the wobble, was on the tally number.
Easy catch to the goalkeeper, but
check easy catch. Can you catch it? Can you catch it?
Well,
that is not easy catch. The ball, no touch you. He ball hits person leg and deflects. Why the ball they come directly at you? That deflection, they either send you in the wrong
direction. Yeah, it does, but it wasn't a heavy deflection. If it was a heavy deflection, I think the goalkeeper would have struggled to get to the end of that.
Why don't I go play ball against them? Say Mr. Producer, show now they do one kind of football arrangement. Because it's easy catch.
So the reason why I said easy catch is because he's a professional goalkeeper. When the ball comes to your face, look at that. Just look at that again on replay.
There are 4 bodies in front of you, direct, and then they hit it. That's what you say. It's not easy. Now the extra bounce for the ball. It's like don't touch person knee. He don't change direction before. Like say the ball don't touch ground.
No, I'm saying if it wasn't heavy, if the top was heavy, then the goalkeeper would have had issues to maybe go left or go right. But the ball hits a player's leg, but it was coming straight to the goalkeeper. It's easy catch.
I think what saved
it. Is a professional goalkeeper now?
Professional goalkeeper, not
professional goalkeeper. Don't catch that kind of thing.
Where worry you? More to mark up player here. Because like I said, at the player shape person. You're not sweating. I can't find I do this afternoon. Where worry you?
That one, airball is anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, if the ball is in the air. The ball is in the air, anything really can happen. But
when the ball is on the floor, that's why it's even more difficult for me. So if you give Kepa free leg, this one on Musso, I won't hype her because this guy he tried.
He's a good goalkeeper. I think
he's a great goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I'll be the better number one.
When you look at the games they played against Barca in the Copa del Rey, he was the reason why Barcelona didn't qualify for the final. Because he's amazing save.
Griezmann, don't link up with Lookman. The ball deflects. Hey, Lookman, why you romance that ball too much? He be like say you don't want to touch on before, whether you want shift on. He can't finally shift on. That's smart thinking. That's split second. Just give the Rudiger a chance to enter position and lock in. That's not cool. Oh. Lookman, you need to, when you get your chance, how do they say it's a good bat and only? If you want to shoot. Shoot it! On West Side, Lorente with the ball now, and you they feel the pinch. I never see Alvarez with one his talk show up. Because Alvarez best me man will like you.
Well, he's not stationed in the number 9 position.
No, not being position be the problem for Alvarez. Alvarez, you're in a club, right? Atletico Madrid gave him faith for 4 months. He hadn't scored since they brought him on from England. And then you start scoring. Not even as good as people like them Lookman, and then the press that he has been at for the last 10 days has been very questionable. Julian Alvarez, excuse me, sir. What's your plan for next season as we say you don't fire? Well, I don't want to say. You know, I have other options. Club quiet for you, fans support you. You open your dirty mouth, they say you get other options. That one a bad boyfriend when go they shit up and die if you get opportunity. He just deal with you because of you one day. Am I lying or am I lying?
He wants to go to Barcelona.
He wants to go to Barcelona.
You can clearly see.
It's the disrespect for me when players want to go somewhere and then they don't do anyhow.
Yeah, he clearly. I mean, that rumor has been one of the most talked about transfers.
Hey, watch out now! He just a cut back and anybody can collect. Unfortunately, the ball drift past the 18, past the front of the post. And all the guys when wear white polo, they just observe the team like Titi Pangolo, they not follow him. This Valverde is a wicked player. See the 1-2 from Chomeni, nice, leg it into his path and he crossed it. A square ball in front of the Lorente, they just they forward. The ball too fast and it's too fast for everybody. Fast and furious ball, literally.
That's the position where you, as a Real Madrid fan, you wish that Mbappe is on the pitch.
My goodness, you know he will finish it.
Yeah, look at this.
Ooh, that's a sweet pass to our man. I say our man for the African. Ademola Lookman, if you get 2 people when we say they wait for him before he can't waste time, they don't square the ball now. And look what they just saw! Dreaming pass from the one they call Antoine Griezmann, the Royal Blancos. Then they shake their waist and they shake body. The man went miss everybody, they say don't get a video shake and don't shake their net too.
Yeah, fantastic goal.
Kama.
That's a wonderful strike there. Atletico Madrid walked the ball so well on the right hand side. And the ball switched to the left hand side. When Lookman received that pass, I thought he was going to go 1v1 with placed the ball to the left hand side. Ruggeri puts a good ball into the box. Giuliano Simeone had an opportunity to shoot. He didn't shoot. He drops it for Ademola Lookman. And look at that. Just finds the back of the net. No chance for Lunin. Look at that again. 1-2 shot from Lookman to Ruggeri. Ruggeri sends the ball.
Comes on back. Lookman with the dummy. Tap my back.
And he touched. Wonderful touch. Wonderful goal. It was Simeone who dropped the pass there.
See now. No good pass. They divide the defenders.
Atletico Madrid lead at the Santiago Bernabeu and the whites.
Oh, I feel Lookman not for that one again. Lookman not charged on 1-0 for Atletico Madrid. But he be like say when they rain in a pour. Because the engines when they carry a we don't get run. This is the fastest movement from left to right that I've seen from this side on this divide. They don't score, they don't get momentum. And crazy enough, let me tell you this, my people. That's what happens when we say you depress person, you forget say they get fighting power. Once upon a time, for a full season, I just saw that 60 goals now we say go Simone side will score. If they're lucky, maybe 70-ish. But now they're thundering towards 100, just like their Madrid counterparts. And one of the reasons why their goats are leave, that they count their banana, they give them with full chest. Now, because of people like Lookman, when we say come to the party, people like Alvarez, when we say yes, he never comes to the party, but you know, they don't feed up the energy of Griezmann as well. And you know, the young boys like Giuliani, that was a great dummy, by the way. They overloaded the right side, so by the time they switched the ball,
it was a quick switch, and I think when Lookman
that's their fastest move for a while.
Very intelligent to think about scoring that ball. Who was just behind Lookman. He knew that Ruggeri was going to run into space. He ran to that space, the ball was laid to him, and when that pass came across the face of goal to Giuliano Simeone, I thought he was going to maybe try to shoot from that position, but he put the ball with his back foot straight at the Lookman, who had to think in split second to place that ball, and that's exactly what he did, and just beyond the goalkeeper, I would say.
But the thing was saying who sweet me more they told this because you see, it's Africa do it, if Africa do it, you have to talk it. The guy carried 2 people waka face. You think say one give them 1v2. But Baba shifted, we are getting the second yellow for the game, and another Royal Blancos, another red and white man. Ruggeri, not do like that, so it's too early. 36 minutes of action, you can't be doing that. You can't be trained body if you are not getting traction, bro. Then mash the leg where you mash Babade leg. You don't say the team pay Babade.
Yeah.
You see the way Babade takes 2 just like, you don't say pain away.
I think that's a justifiable yellow card if you ask me. The second one for the game to Atletico Madrid after Ruggeri went into that challenge. Johnny got the first one.
Yeah.
But Real Madrid now they've been startled, they've been rattled by that goal, and they will look to now find a way to get back into.
A crosser into the 18. The danger zone spot well cleared. But they will recycle this ball again. I'll tell you this. Someone has to repel something now. What worry you? This man formerly of Atalanta don't score them. The man formerly of Everton, he walk out 2 places, full on them. He go there now. He don't score them. And now that Koke have a ball of what to defend. I think that last touch from Koke took it away from Kava. If not, that would have been a problem. Another set piece advantage to the Los Vikings. But everything that they cross, that they vomit on. When I say cross, I'm not going to work on this one.
Well, it will be difficult. A different generation of players. I mean, they used to have towering defenders in their ranks. Diego Godin, Juan Fran, guys.
Juan Fran. What did Juan Fran do me for inside PS2? And one idiot use until they do it, punish that boy. Better comes down! But anticipated again, since when they blocked the Domot from Vinicius, Vinicius will open the body, make it do save. Before you say save, they don't collect him. Lookman go clip that ball, he go jab him into Griezmann back. Griezmann go jab the ball again. Now race to the front line and Loni go gather that ball quick. You know what your story.
Yeah, that's a wrong pass from Antoine Griezmann.
How can you call that wrong? His pass is not as fast as this Madristas.
It wasn't a good pass. I mean, if you had threaded that ball straight to Jadon Simeone, then Atletico Madrid would have the chance to, look for another goal in this game. But put that ball too forward, way beyond the attacking player for Atletico Madrid. But yeah, like I said, that goal from Atletico Madrid opened up the game. Now Real Madrid are a bit more.
You can sense they are soft on that belly now.
Yeah.
Because now they have to go hand to end.
Yeah.
Sorry for cutting it, bro. See the double marking when we said they close down when they created channels for Real Madrid. And now, again, see how far away Vinicius has to be. He has to come from the flanks. That's wide. Just to cut in. And before they really advance, they don't tread body, put on. They really don't know themselves well. Now, fast ball, go fit here, this thing open.
Yes. I mean, if you want to break the Atletico Madrid side, you have to be very quick with your passing, and the sense of urgency from Real Madrid, it's a bit questionable. I mean, for a team,
they need this team more now. Why did they feel like say they don't need that more? And then they fight for top side.
If they lose, then they would be 7 points behind Barca.
Bruh!
Do not forget, they have another El Clasico to play against Barcelona, and they travel away to the Nou Camp. So it's not guaranteed that they can close the gap.
Wants to try. Lookman don't defend too for me to for inside 18. Everybody talks to it.
That's the everybody.
See, that's what I was saying. When you work on that Diego Simeone, everybody becomes a defender. Like
technically,
you don't have a choice.
This is just brilliant. I mean, to think that Ruggeri was nowhere in the picture frame, and Lookman, look at that split second. You have to think, where? And he just put the ball into the net. Wonderful goal.
Oh boy, see who this build up from this guy that gave the ball to Ruggeri for what's his face?
Juliano Simeone.
Yeah, so normally when you get the ball and you have a Rudiger closing up on you, you want to faint away quickly. But the guy doing like where they push out the ball, when we say they go, who can smoke for hair? Oh, why not back to back? This time now from the left side, Vinicius with Llorente. Llorente push out for the ball.
She does really cheap.
How Llorente forgets again, he get that. Why do they push out?
Well,
he's playing rough. Don't be playing rough play. Now you better carry umbrella waka this waka. Rough riding. You don't really get this guy for yellow card and you push out again. Vinicius is one of the specialists that knows how to give people double fouls, if you want to call it that. You will foul yourself out of the game. You foul your team into a disadvantage. It's 40 minutes of action, honestly speaking. The team with the least traction up top, now we say they lead. You can't strip this, that's what football they be. Let me check on the comment section whether some of them don't they talk one or two. Lookman says this boy is special, truly. This boy is special, truly. We asked the question, will Demola Lookman score tonight? Oh my dear, Lookman talking every reach 40 minutes. Tower! Is it here? Lookman, I'm how you be, sir. What you be, I'm how you be. Anyway, Alex, how can they close this game down? Do you want to, if you were in Simone's shoes, will you be telling them to manage the time, or should they just go ham? Ooh, Griezmann still they go. Body on them, but he still they go. It's crazy to me that Griezmann is still active. They put him for inside the blue, their squad, by the way. And by the way, he needs to give extra money to Ibaba. This is grey hair. It's so hot. I can't even breathe when I'm looking at Antonio Griezmann right now. The camera should be zooming on him. I'm sorry. I need to be focused, but you see the guy.
Yeah, I mean,
you see how he don't put pomade for hair. He has to shine.
He has traveled around. He's played so many seasons in the La Liga. You know, started out at the Real Sociedad, where he became a very popular figure, and then switched, from Real Sociedad to Atletico Madrid for his first stint before moving to Barcelona. That was unsuccessful. He had to come back to Atletico Madrid, where he's loved, where the fans, adore and worship him.
Yeah.
His contribution to the team, not just his attacking power.
And his celebration.
Yeah, not just what he brings to the team attacking wise, but what he also
brings. That guy has been loyal. Between him and Simone, who loyal pass for you? Better chance, glassy there when they drop of Vinicius. Oh, actually, Cholene. Hello. Alright for Carvajal. You see that cross?
Carvajal deep inside. He was looking for the run from anywhere.
Quality cross, by the way.
Yeah, good cross to the man, Chouameni. The header was just
almost,
yeah.
And it even dropped into part of this guy myself. Because Chouameni had him, I think, and Vinicius was coming close to receive it to even give it the last touch.
Didn't get to the end of that. Touch the ball. Okay, that was a good chance. Wonderful cross into the box. Chouameni with the header, but just off target. Real Madrid I think they should up the ante by, bringing many bodies forward by trying to outplay Atletico Madrid. If the game continues this way, it favors Atletico Madrid, because obviously they want it to be this way. They wouldn't want Real Madrid to step up their gear, step up their play, and
Because right now they are playing in. This is their bag, right?
Yeah.
This is how they want you to play them. Just give them a chance to hit, collect the ball, pick and roll, and get back into position again, waiting for you. Especially since they know that you're not going to give them bang, bang, bang. And honestly speaking, Brian Diaz, I never see too much of him. They carry the ball. I don't think they see that they pass on the ball. You don't see the pass on the ball.
No.
This guy do like ghosts inside the pitch. Right now, Pierre and I say they collect ball now. Everybody will use every skill they get, and statistically speaking, the numbers don't lie. They will tell us the story. 2 yellow cards is good, 5 fouls. Website don't give. Now Atletico Madrid now be the customer. Real Madrid they keep on clean and nice. Oh, nice cutting. And unfortunately, clean, and yet another corner to the good. It's 44 minutes of action right here. And Antoine Griezmann, I say the last line of defense against Diaz. Diaz
he was beaten for pace.
He stretched. I know say he's not tall though.
Yeah,
that guy hungry. Strong body.
Another corner to Real Madrid. Another chance for them to, put players into the box. Hoyson in there.
Rudiger, this is a Rudiger special number. Once upon a time, you knew that if there was a ball coming into that 18, Rudiger was going to be somebody that was going to be a threat. I don't know why Real Madrid they don't use that guy like that again. They've had 4 shots on target so far, 4 off target. That's a 50-50 repertoire when they don't carry come. On the visitors, on the other hand, 65% of their shots, better ball, in clear line outside, you see them well, but they go clear and come out. Waiting Musso for meets. The defenders kick and come out, and Vinicius go pick him back and cut him back again. Heavy touch, and last ditch effort will make sure they shift the ball. They repair on small like Karashika, and they push and come out. Still glancing on the header. Last minute effort again. You see what the defender do there? They press Atletico Madrid right now. They press them like hot aggregate bread when they want to put hot beans inside. Unfortunately, they can't find a bit of respite. It's 45 minutes of action, and honestly speaking, the visitors don't get multiple saves. Yes, they get 2 yellow to their name, but this goalkeeper they carry come also don't get 2 big, maybe even 3 big saves for inside this first half. Who they tell Diaz that they dribble Atletico boys like that? They're not teaching when they can't walk. Inacia Bevete, they work for that flank. Well, look what they not said. They won't do last minute effort. They will switch lanes. That's an intelligent pass, by the way. I loved it. You were expecting to go direct, especially since they move for counter, but instead it seems like he prefers to move as they heard. Brings in more of his players, and now they get a chance to sweep from the right. This looks like Llorente. Griezmann from the middle, they raise his hand, they say. But they didn't see
it's too deep. I think he's an attacking player with much quality. Look at, centre circle is too deep, and he doesn't have the pace
Actually, he can't run the way he used to run again.
I mean, it's not as fast.
I think maybe because he's not too far off from people like them, Lookman. And one thing they've been able to do between him, Lookman, and what's his face, Alvarez, you know, that's that lane of pass.
Yeah,
pick and roll, give me the ball, I receive and I go the ball too fast.
They exploit his brilliance because he's a brilliant player. When he gets on the ball.
Close and down, they get chance now for the last minute for the other time. A cross. Abuso was stretched like an elastic man. Fantastic one. Baba stretch collect that ball straight. No one here says, oh, Batty to happen, very follow. And now they get chance now to release players. And that's not off, is it? Looks like a off. Lookman say, Ogade, I think I used my chest down, and I think I was on side. But the linesman of the day says that that's an offside. And it really is, but the build-up again from Real Madrid, the direct hits, long-range efforts. Madrid, they show say they still get them for their leg. Very few teams, they get long-range effort on points, but them Gula and them Bruce, they do them. But this one, too, they won't feed off, you know, they work. It seems like everything they've brought so far, they've been repelled like say they've been mosquito.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid have done so well to keep Real Madrid at bay and keep this game at 1-0, because the number of chances that the Los Blancos have created is enough to give them at least a goal in this game. And it's just to show you the brilliance of Diego Simeone and how he sets up his team. He makes them, you know, work hard, he makes them defend well, and he also gives them the freedom to roam and move forward when they have opportunities to do that. So it's been wonderful. First half done and dusted. Atletico Madrid will be taking this one in. Where they win at the Santiago Bernabeu, it's not something they do frequently, but it's something that I think that they would be happy if they end up winning today. But do not write Real Madrid off. The second 45 is still very much a long time for them to change this game and do something amazing in the second half.
Oh, definitely, ladies and gentlemen, mortals and celestials, mamas and papas. In case you are not aware, all eyes are peeled on the African talent on display. So far, so good. I would say Diaz not touched the ball, reached 15 times for this first half. Similar tools initially as the Nigerian man, what's his face there, Ademola Lookman. But the touch when he gets, maybe the key one when we say they make the difference right here. With the key man when we say make the most passes, by the way, for inside the first half, being the Atletico Madrid man, Giuliano Simeone. And I believe it was his last touch, just the penultimate touch he had, that gave Lookman that positional ball when we say if he could tap on him and give them the worthy lead so far, so good. I'll say a first half that has shown us the high intensity pressing and match by match mentality. Take on 1, 2, 3. Extreme defensive discipline when we say they carry come. Even I say now God they say Simone boys shall that they don't get most of the foul. But the most penetration for attack, now Real Madrid get them. Unfortunately, we don't see some of their star boys, like the one when we say they reject from England national squad, Trent Alexander-Arnold, for the first half. But key actors will come. That one wondering won't quench the destiny. I know between him and Hazard, who will quench pass for inside Real Madrid?
Hazard had it worse.
Hazard now vacation money, be like say go for left for inside Real Madrid. God.
It was a very difficult period for him. The injury just kept coming.
My goodness.
And whenever he's back fully fit, you're just scared because any touch, he goes down and it's good night. So yeah.
A key number of players for Real Madrid that they injured. When we come back after the break, when we say we interact again, we'll go into that one. And there's a theory. I like conspiracy theories. Alex, ask me what theory? There's a theory. They said that since Real Madrid started using their retractable pitch, that more players are getting injured because you see it's not natural to proper footballers.
Well, I think there was another report that stated that at the end of this season we will have to change the pitch to natural grass.
So this experiment did not work?
It didn't work. I mean, it's good, it looks nice, it's beautiful, but again, it will never feel like natural grass.
That's what they used to say until everybody started having
it. Will never feel like natural grass because that's why the EPL holds a standard. For Premier League teams, every Premier League stadium has natural grass. Yeah, they tend to do that. Selhurst Park, the Emirates Stadium, the City Ground, what have you, all of the stadiums in England.
I have words, but I will not say it.
Okay.
One thing I do like to say is that in the La Liga, our man, Starman from Atletico Madrid, Ademola Lookman, has gotten his first Madrid Derby goal. Now that's a big deal for us, innit?
Wonderful goal. Split second. You had to think fast. Put the ball right where he should put the ball. He scored against Barca, he scored against Atletico. Yeah, against Real Madrid.
Guy, inside 3 months.
Yeah.
And you guys keep perform for inside.
That's just
Nigerian boys are just giving me joy. I mean, this weekend we saw for Match, we're just saying like, I noticed you don't wear this jersey because when I watch the other days, I see guys just like, that's why you like Nigeria. That's why you like that. Is this like your talisman? Is it like your good luck charm?
Yeah, I mean, if a Nigerian is playing, it's not like I dislike Real Madrid.
So you not wear Morocco jersey?
No.
Will it worry you? Not be Africa.
Super Eagles for life.
That's the Africa now. I feel so one for you now. The way keep out if I get the do that. I go so half here in Nigeria, half here in Morocco. And here in me, we are together. I will tell you, Shah, it has been quite an enjoyable first half, and vivxsports, we are here to always give you as reports. Put eye for when we see the Africans on board, and you can join the family, subscribe, like, and share. I didn't know for my show this morning. You can share, check out, make you share. It's a gospel. We are pushing the best of African premium sportsmen and women out there. And I remain small to for do basketball the other day, so if you not taking because our designers are making things happen. But anyway, we'll come back after the break. But in the meantime, let's know if you feel the final scores has Atletico Madrid with the advantage, or do you see a comeback for Real Madrid? Don't forget, their last 3 games in this particular patch ended 1-1 of WAF. Joe, I did talk one for inside Spanish. Uno. Yes, true. Uno. So if you think that it's 0-1.
Atletico Madrid lead 1.
And so now they tell them now say if you say now one go ahead now. So ahead.
Okay, 1 for you.
It has been a pleasure for now, and Mr. Producer, please let them see some of the doings that we've got on ground and a few of the conversation flow that we've had from the Diaz's of the world to Atletico Madrid Starboy now. I'm so happy to say Starboy now.
Yeah.
I'm so Nigerians, well done. Africans, well done. Just be going, just be doing. If they pay me say we're not there for World Cup, if not, we're for not hear what. 3 o'clock for morning, not be 3 o'clock with the equivalent for many of the match one they watch. We're not for see. You for see this and woman they disgrace is because of Nigeria and Africa every year. Mr. Producer, slam it in. When we come back after the break, all eyes will be peeled yet again at the Santiago Bernabeu, where over 60,000 people will be watching about 350 meter between these two sides. That's a long time to meet somebody.
Yeah, it's a lot of games.
Who?
And Real Madrid hold a wide advantage.
127.
Yeah.
Who? Where were you?
I think when even started winning against Real Madrid recently.
Now recently, at that time, I used to think they were worthy rivals before. Until I can't see Ella, I can't stop to the bet on them. But with Lookman in the mix, I think I want to bet on them again. So let's take that break, and when we come back, we shall relate like Kate. Not forget, say you day with the people when we say the economy of the fans via vivxsports.
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against the top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and that's what you can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Underway again. Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead. Chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line, the opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is how do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try to...
Alors apparemment, Loré a pris sur le banc dans les arrêts de jeu du match.
Ça le rendrait pas plus
C'était
heureux.
ce soir, ça.
Non,
Ça le rendra pas plus heureux. En vrai.
Je sais pas
Oui,
si
non, mais peut-être que ce qui s'est passé avec les autres joueurs qui ont mal pris le fait qu'il ait fait la...
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against a top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and that's what we can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Underway again. Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead. Chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line, the opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is how do you explain this? At such a moment, this is not a time to try to...
Alors apparemment, Loré a pris sur le banc dans les arrêts de jeu du match.
Ça le rendrait pas plus heureux.
C'était ce soir, ça.
Non,
Ça le rendra pas plus heureux. En vrai.
Je sais pas
Oui,
si
non, mais peut-être que ce qui s'est passé avec les autres joueurs qui ont mal pris le fait qu'il ait fait la...
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against a top team, so every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and it was a tough battle tonight, but we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and that's what we can do. Just focus on the next game as they come.
This is the start of a really big few weeks for Atleti. I mean, how much are you enjoying being part of this, having made the move in January? It seems like you're enjoying yourself in Spain.
Yeah, no, it's been great. It's been great. Like I said, everyone's been welcoming. Everyone's been very nice to me coming into the group. So I've been able to settle in well. So I'm enjoying learning, enjoying a new environment, a new language, a new country. So yeah, I'm happy.
Well done tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Underway again. Brahim Diaz to give Morocco the lead. Chips up Anenka down the middle, and humiliatingly, Mendy saves it. Stays on his line, the opportunity gone, and maybe now we are going to go to extra time. Robert roars and erupts, but for a very different reason than the one they considered they might.
Now this is on. This is. How do you explain this?
Plus fait de Panenka.
Alors apparemment, l'aurait appris sur le banc dans les arrêts de jeu du match.
Ça le rendrait pas plus heureux.
C'était ce soir, ça.
Ademola, congratulations. Was that a little bit harder than you would have liked tonight?
Well, playing against a top team, you know, so you know, every single game in this competition is going to be hard. We know that, and you know, it was a tough battle tonight, but you know, we're through to the next round, so most important.
As you look at the rest of the teams in the Champions League, I'm sure you'll know Atleti have never won this competition. Does it feel like this might be a year we can do some damage? You can't fear anybody left, surely.
Step by step, game by game. That's the most important. Take every game as they come. Try to improve in the areas that we can, and you know, yeah, that's what we can do. Just focus on the next game.
This is
the start of a really.
That is what they said. And ladies and gentlemen, mothers and celestials, mamas and papas. In West African time, yes, 10:05, but we are passionate. Yakubu manage. Say boom. Boom. Hey boom. You know they put Mora inside the motor, they punish us. Hey boom. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for a second half that is setting to serve us quite the delight. And now we are at Atletico Madrid, away at their home team, Rema, being at their own brothers when they delight the fights, their brothers to brothers. They face off, and the game is already serving us quite the delight. A couple of yellow cards in the mix, and a goal from a man that started scoring since his first game when he played against Rayo Vallecano. He was part of that drama. That one, they lose for that one, Abby. They lose now, 3-0, I think. And then he went into the Champions League, Club Brugge, and then he had a goal contribution there. That was a 3-3-1. And then he moved on to the 4-2 game, where he had a goal contribution as well against the Espanyol. And then they had a Club Brugge game again in the Champions League and showed that in Nigeria Bobo likes to be at the top side. I'm talking about Ademola Lookman. He did that. And then he also had that drama with the Barcelona. They give them. But you know, his overall performance over the last 10 matches, this particular goal, for instance, is his, what's his face, third goal contribution in 7 days. That's showing that Lookman is actually building up into this particular league. It seems like there's something that's working, yeah. Because I know they see and they pop up everywhere, but when they need the goal, he happens to just be one of those guys that you can count on.
Yeah. So, and I think that's because of his quality. He has let that shine and be the brightest part of his game for Atletico Madrid since he came to this team. Wonderful player. He has tried to, I think, he so to speak, adds himself into everything they do at the club. In that way, he is everywhere when it comes to the attacking output. That's why you see him scoring. If he's not scoring, he's assisting. If he's not assisting, he's creating chances that would lead to goals for Atletico Madrid. So maybe that's not too much, having 3 goal contribution in 7 games. Not 7 days, rather.
7 days.
7 days, not 7 games.
My brother, he did profit. He profits or loss. He did profit well.
He's done so well, and what he has done so far, rather, in this game, maybe they've not done much as a collective after Atletico Madrid side because they've been on the back foot in large parts of this game. But you can see that when things are going well for them in the attacking department, Ademola Lookman is, in the driving seat, pulling his team alongside Griezmann, Giuliano Simeone, and Julian Alvarez. So wonderful buy for them. I think the amount that they bought him for is still, if you ask me, because this guy is somebody who is going to offer them a lot.
So you see longevity for him?
Yeah,
maybe they just buy a house, maybe they give her 2 wives.
Yeah, I think he's going to be here for a while. Maybe 4-5 seasons.
4-5 seasons.
Yeah, I think he's going to be here for a while, and it's also going to be one of the point man in this team. Do not forget he was one of the star players.
Ooh, they almost played Lookman into position. He almost got a brace against Real Madrid. That would be crazy. I can't lie. As a Nigerian, I can see this Nigerian polo because these are Madrid derby. And you're seeing a Nigerian about to get a brace on duty. In the meantime, the physical fine fashion. Why be say every time I see Brand Diaz now, I know they feel they see him away from that AFCON final night.
No, you can't.
I can't separate it. And the rest of that, they say, give our card, give our card. Me, one part of my mind, they say, now only that one you sabi, you never did this match, you don't see you now that you give our card, give our card. If you're not a report player, you're not going to play for. Anyway, I'm biased. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Rightly so.
Brahim, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Real Madrid players, they are falling under the anointing up and down. I don't know if that's a strategy, but the game has kicked off. And Diego Simone is not in the dog actually. They see how much he means to the guy. They blow breeze like person when we say he they choke on one end. You they see big bodied men they jump. It be like saying a massive defense, massive bodies now he won't carry. He wants to slow this game down because I'm not seeing anyone there. Let me look at the squad for the substitutes. I'm not seeing anyone there that looks like he's a fluid runner. I just see men he be like a universal soldier. They gather. Lookman with the misplaced touch, don't open space for Caballero to counter pounce. And that they do with Valverde. Shifts away, goes wide. He get the pace, he get the long. See if he run out. He square plays instead. That's a lazy ball, if you ask me. And somehow, Real Madrid is still in control of this ball.
Yeah, and you can see the Real Madrid fans still making their way back into the stadium. Some empty seats on that far side, but again, they started like they started the first half, piling on the pressure, looking for spaces in and around the Atletico Madrid area. But again, you can see how good Atletico Madrid have lined up with many bodies behind the ball, trying to defend these early stages, soak up the pressure, and try to see if they can, just stay with things as they did in the first half, because that's what happened in the first half. They were under pressure. They, tried to calm things down, and they did calm things down. And what that produced was a goal for them in the first half.
Oh, yes.
I think they'll be looking at this as an opportunity again to, just size themselves up, size Real Madrid up, soak up the pressure, and then try to go forward and look for spaces to get goals in this game. Because the second goal, quite important in this.
Very important. So, Arsenal City, they go tell you.
Yeah, if Real Madrid score the second goal, then it's game.
It's true. It's true. That's not. Penalty. Before we even say start, they have stopped. Before they say start, now Brahim Diaz.
That's La Liga for you. That's La Liga.
See me Brahim they roll for ground and say they don't give out.
I think it will be checked. It will be checked.
Let them check it, Let them check it.
Just to look at that again.
It's not what it is now. That's not a penalty. That's a penalty.
I don't think that's enough.
That's not a penalty now.
That's not enough counter.
That's not a penalty.
I think it will be given.
That's not a penalty. And then see, he tried kick leg. The leg when he kick, not be the leg when the boy was self-full. Then make the guy they raise the hand say, excuse me, sir. No, now. He reached for the Koke and then come out to the para, but it looks like they will give it anyway. Brahim don't step up. He won't finally get his first goal. You can see the look of wishy-washy from Antoine Griezmann. It's like, business don't start shut. They don't open market. We said in fine fashion, the last fixtures they've had, it's 1-1 apiece. Ideally, Vinicius supposed to play. Now Vinicius not collect the ball. Brahim go collect and before forget say seniority for scoring. Vinicius not step up to the plate. Only just one penalty he has not gotten till date.
He missed. I think he missed one this season.
Yeah,
Manchester City.
Yeah, I think that just that one. Let me say don't miss. So that means most will get the work cut out. Confidence is plenty through the center. I'm there. One Nigerian to start it on one side and the Brazilian to continue. No Mbappe, no problem. And unfortunately, this defender gets himself to blame for that. I mean, now the first stage, as you were saying, Alex, you have to hold your nerve. I wouldn't say it was a quick-footed movement from Brahim, because Brahim was actually out of where to go. He wasn't sure whether he could hit direct. He wasn't sure where to go. And then they sell him. They take the ball to the right. Musso dive to the left. Wonderful. I cannot even say like carry and go.
It's a good penalty.
He dominated. This guy is a penalty specialist. So.
Yeah, puts the ball to the right. Goalkeeper goes to the left. Easy, game on. I mean, we were just talking about the second goal, how important it is in this game.
Oh, yes.
If Real Madrid score, it's game on. If Atletico Madrid score, it may just be looking like game over, because 2-0 will be difficult for Real Madrid to come back from. But now that Real Madrid have gotten their goal, their equalizer, early on in the second 45, this may just open the floodgates for more goals in this game. And that could also unsettle Atletico Madrid, because Real Madrid now come forward on the right-hand side.
Well, to many they make themselves clutch when it comes to the turnover for the plays from the middle of the park, breaking those plays from Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid have not been able to play with purpose. And Julian Alvarez, since he started talk nonsense, he don't lose focus. He never fit play any better things since. That's why he say some coaches know they like me their players, even they talk to press on certain matters. I remember as a Wenger then used to warn boys like then Chuba. So boy, there are certain things you don't talk about. Stop talking. Focus on your focus. And sometimes I think there's meat to that because since he started becoming mouthy, but Bible I say glory can't follow. Ichabod. The glory of the Lord has departed. Now the ball is to cover, they pick them and roll them small, almost like people when we say if you play for this pitch blindfolded. That's how intuitive they play on this pitch that they've got. So far so good in this second half. The visitors don't reduce their possession again. The owners of the land, the Omoto, don't take them back 64%, and Vinicius back to Vinicius doings against Llorente. He wants to get that corner, and guess he does. Their first set piece advantage. Vinicius now don't they do that when Vinicius they like. It doesn't like they raise people. Reza. Vinicius is like those kind of people that like audience when they perform. If you know they give them interaction, you know they like silence.
Yeah, well, I mean, if a team is looking for morale, they look to their fans. And when you're playing at home and the fans are not maybe...
The ultras are not doing their work, you go shout.
Ultras are not doing their work, and you can see the ultras, the pure whites, always stationed at the south end of the stadium, behind the goal there. So they're always active, always gingering the players. But you need your fans to raise their voices and raise the tempo of the stadium, and that's what they need here. And they're playing their fiercest rivals. Let's not forget that. This is Atletico Madrid we're talking about.
Is it fiercest? Is it not Barca that they are fiercest? Already we have seen Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe, like say if come, you know, say the guy do small training before. That's their most sharpest striker. Although they say they need more from like leadership and all those. I have a dream qualities when we say Real Madrid they always find from their star boys. Big chance now and they go punish them back to back. They force the thing, and that's the work of Federico Valverde. This is another person when we say like 10 days, don't give that tower, 4 goals contribution, and everything enter. Still again, every defensive duties, all those touch me, I touch you to a speedball that Atletico Madrid, they were playing with, they didn't know that the second balls that they were connecting in the first half was going to punish them in the second half. Unfortunately, people like Anko get themselves to blame. People like the Ruggeri get themselves to blame. Federico Valverde with yet another goal for the stalwart midfielder. This is what you want to see. Profits. Switches off. Try to square the ball and square them right. Anticipation from Valverde. Still they plow, they go front. Unfortunately, star boy number 2, he needs to pick pin. They need to give and flog in. It don't cast for them. Advantage don't turn to disadvantage.
Yeah, quickly, Real Madrid have turned this game on its head and
5 minutes.
Score 1 and score 2, and now they're in the lead. And now I think Atletico Madrid will struggle, in this one because Real Madrid are now on top, which means that Atletico Madrid will have to force themselves out if they want to get an equalizer, and that could leave spaces just around the defense for Real Madrid to score more goals. But it was a wonderful one for Federico Valverde. Not to stop your run, to continue the run there. He got the first touch.
Plow forward, bro. Plow forward.
Was to put the ball into the back of the net. Atletico Madrid are going for 3 substitutions. They're taking off Lookman, Antoine Griezmann, and Johnny, bringing on Nico Gonzalez, Molina, and Soloth. Soloth, who would provide us some area
cover.
Cover
now pull out the one they do now.
So Molina sending crosses into the box. For guys like that, but Antoine Griezmann and Lookman, they did well in the first half, but this game has just turned in favor of Real Madrid, who have taken their chances in this first 7 to 8 minutes of the second 45. Madrid have done so well. That's Real Madrid now to start the game like a house on fire, and they've scored 2 goals from piling on the pressure. Atletico Madrid only have themselves to blame for what they've done. They gave away a cheap penalty.
Cheap one, the cheapest one you will see on this side of the divide.
Something that they could have avoided. They couldn't do that, and now they also gave away a cheap goal from a defensive error. They would have to now, fight to find their way back into this game. But I tell you something, so it's going to be a difficult one for Atletico Madrid because now Real Madrid are clearly on top of it.
Well, the Los Merengues have now won their last 4 games of the trot for all competitions, and that means back-to-back victories for the La Liga. Today, for the last 10 stages for inside or last league fixtures for inside the campaign, Real Madrid go fancy themselves 4 points behind Barcelona as it stays like this. And honestly speaking, when you consider the fact, say, Villarreal win on Friday. Atletico Madrid supposed to put more gumption in their function, function. It's 2-1 now in favor of the hosts, the Los Vikinos, and truly it was like serving them a gift, both goals. Honestly speaking, it can't be like saying that them be the ops, the weapon fashioned against Atletico. Now Atletico as it did. You can understand why we say they are going to borrow one commodity jacket because body they do one kind. As it stands, maybe the pressure is up to Alex. Don't forget, say Atleti, they don't advance to last 8 for Champions League, 7-5 aggregate over Tottenham. They lose the away 3-2 on Wednesday. It can't snap their 3-game winning streak when we said don't get before. And you know when you snap your winning streak like that, sometimes it takes more grit, more concentration for you to get that mojo back. What can they do? What can they do? It's so lot. Honestly, this substitution shocked me, man. All like you.
I mean, I think it's a forced substitution because now they're on the back foot.
He was already setting those guys up before they went.
He was setting them up, but I don't think.
See now, see, lousy when you say
very cheap to concede. You know, in the manner.
My lord.
You know, but again, it just shows you how much you have to stay concentrated when you're playing big games like this.
Yes.
This is the Madrid derby we're talking about. This is a game that sometimes defines, in the end, who goes all the way to win the La Liga. So, and you can see how much it means to Real Madrid because now they are 4 points behind Barcelona. They're 5 points down to 4. Atletico Madrid giving away cheap opportunities to Real Madrid.
Sorry, they talk cheap like say you get the price on the market.
No, it's cheap, and I think that the penalty could have been avoided. I mean that tackle could have been avoided because he had no space to continue his run. Maybe
actually, like guy, somebody needs to pick pin. Now Atletico Madrid wants to try and get that second goal, but he takes the shot from the edge of the box. And Andre Lunin go down. This is not the first time they see Julian Alvarez. It's a big deal actually. Say, God leave Julian for inside the squad. Come on, Lookman.
Yeah.
Because it's a big statement too. Me, I don't want to talk with you. I want to talk for Simone. Person will score for you when you see the scene, see the work set for the match. You know, sitting as since Lookman come out now, they can finally see Alvarez. Is it that he get anxiety performance have been awaiting? When the dress man they pitch, you know they feel they work. Usually they make one, they ask you they make one.
No. I feel when you look at it, the reason why you're taking off Lookman, that's a silly challenge.
Because Lookman is not getting you fouls. He's cleanly collecting the balls. He's breaking the plays. He's somebody that you can pass as a channel to carry the ball.
And I think
it's
one of the things that sometimes surprises me because I think Lookman has suffered with substitutions this season. Diego Simeone has taking him off from games where you maybe have seen some good things from Lookman and you expected him to.
Because this is one of the games I don't see. Why are you taking Lookman off?
He's doing better than Julian Alvarez.
Anko has collected a card and now, see the problem now. Madrid is winning. But now we are looking at a Kylian Mbappe who has already scored 24 goals, 23 in this league already for them. He's getting ready to come on the pitch. That means Ibrahim Diaz is out, more attacking options up front. There's a problem. This game can have more goals. There's a set piece advantage to the Real Madrid boys now from the right side. They take it direct straight into the hands of Musso. It's 62 minutes of action, over an hour for this particular juncture. And I will tell and I say yes, the team went beat Manchester City 2-1. The team when we say beat Elche 4-1. When we say beat City 3-0 before that. The one when we say inside the month of March. Then Celta Vigo. Yet to they started now Getafe now the only thing when they don't lose this man this thing. Grab what they go take this time now from Valverde. Valverde don't finally start the score from front. So now you got they test the leg from back. I like this Valverde boy. If he get clear line of sight, he always takes a shot. That's one of the things that makes him very special in my opinion. Real Madrid pressing very high right now. Atletico Madrid on the back foot, and honestly, in the month of March where we say now only once they don't lose, you can't help but feel like they are pushing themselves into that high tempo momentum towards the ending of the season. The first yellow card we'll have for Real Madrid will be to Pina, the quiet, diminutive man. When we say, you know, they see where when just they pop up and down like this here. Now Trent Alexander-Arnold, who misses the what's it called English Three Lions color. Yeah, they're not big column. He pay now, man. In the step up now to falling. Kylian Mbappe, of course, the one with Cameroonian roots, but playing for France, the World Cup winner. He did set to answer present for France for inside this international break. This is the last game for the international break before everybody go come back again to come finish off and close off the season with their full chest. Dani Carvajal will be the person that will sacrifice on the altar to get these two particular guys in. Pitak don't do in last work for year, and I ain't go fall out on Mbappe, meaning say young boys when they give cover from midfield, they give way for attack. It will be one of the few times you will see Brahim Diaz on the pitch at the same time with Kylian Mbappe. So something to learn off there. Dani Carvajal, family members, they're calling, they see picking for them. Where they clap. A better captain in this room. From behind you, from front of your fans. Now this one has scored soon. He don't work well now. Like I told, this is a person who see the Ronaldo era. So now major man be this. And then Trent Alexander-Arnold, the one when we say the big moments instinct need to be more consistent for this place. A childhood dream now to play for a year. The Madrid derby will be one of the first when we say go enjoy with full chest, actually my second. But you know, to play for front of the fans than in first. So it will be nice to see him bring some quality. What can this substitution bring for us, attacking wise or even
attacking wise? It's clear Mbappe would be there to cause havoc and break the Atletico Madrid defense with pace. And if he has opportunities to score, obviously, I mean, it's clear Mbappe we're talking about here. One of the best players in world football right now. And good to also see Jude Bellingham back on the bench.
I did not think it was Belly that we will start with. No, say they give Belly call up for England.
Yeah, and for Trent Alexander-Arnold, he hasn't done badly. I think that he's stepped up since given the opportunity to play by Arbeloa, who has trusted the Englishman to at least do some amazing things. He's been doing amazing for Real Madrid. When he gets the opportunity to start and play games for them. So it's like for like Dani Carvajal off for the man. Trent Alexander-Arnold, who Real Madrid will be expecting to put some really good deadly crosses into the box to create danger for them.
Once in the short shot, the ginger moments are coming, and the second time we get to see Julian Alvarez in a place where we say if Ofik cause trouble through the middle, he takes that shot from the edge of the box. Late on arrival, now the people when we say supposed to close them down, them too many just they observe him, and I think that's the best opportunity they've had to restore parity in the second half. Unfortunately, he didn't bury it. Yeah,
unfortunately for him, that shot was off target, but just at the edge of the 18-yard area, and you can see the attendance list on the banner, about 77,964 people in the stadium.
Interestingly enough, this amount of people make a cut to now almost similar amounts for the final for the Asian Women Cup, which broke record too in Australia, which I like to talk about, especially now that we are discovering that if you go the annals of football, a lot of women football used to be much more popular. Our football teams used to be much more popular and used to gather these numbers as far back as 1921. So the revolution is here. Football is for everybody to share. And my brother, they talk something. I said they don't debut from the back again. The Ray Blancos. They didn't take long shot for inside this club.
Well, they could take one.
And who gonna run the matter? Star boy number 16 from inside Atletico Madrid. My goodness. Long range effort, they square onto him from the right side. They don't close him down. They don't respect him. Baba wire the team. Terry wire not to reach this one. Baba whip him. They say he shoots. He shoots. He shoots. He enter tower. And my people take goal. That's the crazy one, though.
You know the amazing thing about this goal is he scored exactly the same goal for Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano last weekend.
He's a liar.
Same player, yes.
He's a liar.
Player, Molina, scored the same type of goal last week, and they have just belted this ball into the back.
Oh, nights like this are beautiful.
What a wonderful shot.
Beautiful. If you want to put a legend, or can a legend be extra?
This certainly is what the Madrid derby is about. He just came on. That's his first touch of the game.
Molly?
Wow.
Molly, where's he gonna? Molly?
Molina, yes.
Molly, where's he?
Molina.
Molly, where's he?
Molina.
Oh, when Molina, I don't. see, you need to know that for cathedrals like this, pitches like this is where you announce yourself with the gospel that you play. Hold up play now from Kylian Mbappe, but they go double them up and make sure say they give them trouble. Another yellow for the Atletico boys. Loretta the ship come and say, "Oga, no come you." They give a yellow. They don't give a yellow before. They don't give a yellow before. They don't give a yellow again.
No. I think it was Ruggeri who got the first yellow.
Ruggeri, because he has been kissing close to people and worried people like Vinicius in the first half, and now he serves his own brand of defense on Mbappe. And this service don't give them a free kick advantage. Real Madrid now 2-2, crazy scenes. Molina, the guy when we say the guy you know go expect when explode everywhere like Dora, he exploded. I like that goal. They need to show him again.
That's a beautiful goal. I think that if they go on to win this game, that would have just been the moment. It was a wonderful
Lord
moment.
have mercy.
He was substituted on. And again, you talked about the fact Nahuel Molina, the Argentinian player who was instrumental for Argentina for winning the World Cup in 2022.
You know, someone not read that boy for inside that World Cup.
The way
Messi did, now so Messi take cover all of them. He don't say people like the McAllister they play for popular club.
It was a belt of a goal. That's a beautiful goal to watch. And 70
What a leg! What a leg!
Like I said,
what a line of vision.
He scored the same type of goal last week for Atletico Madrid. He has done that again. That's back-to-back now. Wonderful. That's just wonderful.
That's one of the sweetest things you want to see for players when we say rise to the occasion. And usually these are the places where, or the kind of fixtures when we say make people fall in love with the Madrid stars and the Madrid, folklore as it is. When people rise, once upon a time, you go see the Forlan for one corner, the Lorente, they cause trouble. But they call that guy when come move go City, Aguero, they go cause trouble. On the other side, you they see the Ronaldo, you they see the other the Make, they see the Diarra, the Lasana, the extras, they give their shit by. You know, in front of your fans, even more than when you go away, you should be able to show quality. And this is the top class quality that they show. Now Lorente with the ball, he sweeps 1-2 now. The pass is very acidic and very sharp. Acidic pass they give now. Why? Because they don't get something. 2 rights. They don't get almost 94 goals this season. And when you get 2 in front of Real Madrid, this is very good, very good business, my brother.
Yeah. And to score 2 goals. Wonderful. I thought
substitution went nowhere.
Maybe Lookman should have been left on.
He should have
in this game.
Because this Alvarez now waste right now. People want to say they pass the game and never see Alvarez as in day. As he did now, Giuliano, the guy will give the assist to the first goal, he will step out and Baena will fall in. I'm not going to call this one like for like on a certain level, because Giuliano get better faster. He's a bit accelerate faster past this guy man won't come in. But over to you, my brother. What say you?
Well, Baena plays as a number 10. West is number 10 for Atletico Madrid. But yeah, but I don't. It's not a player that I would be looking at and saying he will make something happen for Atletico Madrid in this game. But again, Diego Simeone knows best. He has gone with a triple substitution and then they scored the equalizer. So
he said goal set for Molina for this season. He 10 goal contribution. So the thing sweet me. Right now, Shana and Kylian Mbappe, or rather Trent Alexander-Arnold will spread them out to Vinicius. Vinicius viciously shifts on the edge of the box. And he's winning the right. Just on it. Vinicius not doing all to 0-2. 72 minutes on the clock. This is the game for the superstars. He's the star stand up. All of them don't come out. Come on, Luabe. Well, Warrior. Vinicius Junior doing Vinicius Junior things.
Yeah, that's a brilliant goal.
Warrior.
I talked about Trent Alexander-Arnold coming into this game and knowing how to spread those passes. It was a wonderful pass from the right to the left-hand side. Vinicius got to the end of that ball, and at the edge of the area, just belted one into the far post. With no chance for Musso, who's in goal for the Atletico Madrid side. And looking at that again on replay, nice run from Trent Alexander-Arnold, who was drifting into space.
So the problem is
the ball to the other side of the area, and no defender.
At that position, Trent Alexander-Arnold has no business being able to send that kind of pass inside that particular real estate. There's nobody block you, no one will block you. And then Vinicius knew that somebody could be where he wanted to be, and he anticipated where he wanted you. You see the drama when we say Vinicius, they bring to occasions like this. They don't score now, but they spread here, like saying a Brazilian cross. Hey, God! Hey, God! My brother, this is my 11th goal for the season. 7 when we say they score with the foot. That is quality right there, by the way. That man is ambidextrous. I'm saying they call him multi-dexterous. And Real Madrid, they have done what they need to do. 73 minutes of action, they'll take that ball back to Musso. And the Royal Falcons will have to build from the back, build from the deep. Every single person went to say it's in a 1-1, then go ahead. Every person went to say na 2-2, go ahead. If you have a double substitution, now Camavinga they falling, Bellingham they falling. This is the game for stars and mega stars. I don't know how to explain this. Real Madrid has the cream of the crop of the biggest stars in the world. Probably why we say people like the Alvarez when they focus, because if you don't go Real Madrid, they go like saying that Barcelona be the next bus stop. Well, it's a double substitution. It's still attack. Camavinga still comes with a bit of bites. And Bellingham also carries and also is somebody who can contribute when it comes to line of vision and clinical pressing. Abelua with the rock and roll football, don't they align himself. Adagula is out, Bellingham in, and Brian Diaz is finally out. Brian Diaz don't guys have a brief field. I just say all the guys where they do it, they see that they show working. You never to show working. And Camavinga for the defensive cover.
Yeah, Camavinga for more bodies in the midfield. Try to slow down the Atletico Madrid advancement, slow them down, and put good bodies in the midfield area. But
the two Africans don't come out. Right when they come out, you now sorry, I just think I know the two African flavor when they mean they have for you don't come out. Oh, they think about for Africa now.
You think about Camavinga and Chouameni and Mbappe.
All those ones. They get when they get catch. Right. And many times they don't come okay, they come watch after that time. So I agree. Yeah, they support us. Yeah, you are welcome, my brothers. You are welcome. Back to the game for my people. 75 minutes of action, 15 minutes for Real Madrid to defend against a worthy foe. Somebody when they sabi when they don't slip and fall for inside their retractable pitch. If they remember when they buy expensive motor, but you don't use that thing, say pass the car farm. They get what I mean, that time, buy one iPad, that time, they sweet him. One more farm, my pal, not use the motor enter farm. All the portal, the tire, not grip up the way it's supposed to. But if you get for area, everything nice, 1-2 now, Mbappe almost want to leave him. But I think he touched the ball a bit too much. This is a substitution when they do, it can't make them whiplash. The movement of the ball between what's his face, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kylian Mbappe is dreamy at the very least. I'm not feeling like
it's a wonderful start to Real Madrid team, and to think that start this game,
without even using all these guys,
all of these players, and still find a way to be in the league. It just tells you how much quality they have in their disposal. And bringing on guys like Trent Alexander-Arnold, Bellingham, Camavinga, and do not forget Kylian Mbappe. It's so to speak the best assembled football team in Europe right now. I don't think any squad in Europe has more players with quality than Real Madrid.
The amount of money they pay for the boys. So even if they don't be quality before, they go be quality by force.
And it's a wonderful thing to also see the exploit of these Real Madrid players and what they've done in this game so far. It's been enjoyable to watch. 5 goals in 75 minutes. That's just a thing. That's a thing of quality. This is what La Liga brings. Oh, red card! Look at that.
My goodness, we knew that there was going to be more drama. We knew there was going to be more drama, but you see, the side that not even collected more than 1 yellow card for the match. The side who said they need it won't go to the good. I like this jacket of Abelua. Abelua, that's so stylish. Don't let me call the reason you to a nice girl here too. Anyway, they don't get a carnival offense. And you see the thing I like for the Red Blancos. The boy like that for ground, eh? People like say don't buy my trust. As they kick his leg.
It's a nasty foul.
Yes.
I don't know about red card.
Red card. He don't get the leg.
Yeah, he just went in there, nasty touch.
That kind of thing, the injury player. If he spoil player career for a few months. So
Unera is opted to give a red card.
A red card, man. This Valverde, they make a case, he still not believe him, but they don't they shalaye for him. Who say they shalaye for him? He said, no, Baba, I didn't give up. Koke, the thing I like about the captain Koke for Atletico Madrid, he knows that he's cooked already. All he has to do is just stand there and look mweke. Valverde that had a moment of magic just a few minutes ago.
I don't think the testing will change it. It won't change anything.
All right, go sit down. I need to protest you, Sabi. That guy gets stress me. Every time I see that guy there, that's also protest to go and see him. Now that I have to see him. Because I don't see him anywhere where we say they know they protest for people. Baba play for you protest. Okay, now he's making a case. It seems like he wants to walk to go and watch the vision or whatnot. Abelua don't come enter pitch. Abelua stay back now. Not they enter pitch. The time I say stay where you did not they talk. This guy nice so. I'm not remember I say Premier League referee they follow you the talk. You play your constant work out to push you. Why they follow and they talk?
Well, I think it's because the Real Madrid bench went bonkers when they saw the red card.
Why did they crazy? I find out with this. Not to the delete.
They can't believe the call. Diego Simeone also had a few things to say.
But he has been calm. Normally Simeone will be like, whoa. Simeone just be like, Mama when they friend 2 times.
What this means is it then changes the remainder of this game. I think when will be on the ascendancy looking for the equalizer.
Of course they will now, but that was a proper quacking. That's a red card if they want to.
Like I said, I'll stand on it. I don't know about that being a red card.
That's a foul, and I said give it a red. The intent behind it, if the guy not the guy when he gets strong with Beku, better blue. That kind of thing they injure person. Well, this next coach are remaining up on the cycle, and Bellingham is on the fly, looking for customer. He can take it direct. Unfortunately, enough he think what he want to do with the ball. And maybe that the injury when they come back from it's not looking as sharp as it would normally be. But again, we go back to what we saw. Julian Alvarez takes the ball and Bellingham in for Yakata. That guy's soft too. Even as so gross before like that, he's soft too. I think I had guy that year. Why call it soft? People like say all these guys when they play big game, all of because they do dark acts up and down. Now Mourinho that time when he said t-shirts that time he got to my boy when can go Barcelona now. I was talking about it in the first half. Sir Marcus Rashford, that you have to know as a footballer how to use the dark acts. Football is not just knowing how to dribble and jab. He said you must know how to fall your kata and get opportunity for your team to consolidate. But Real Madrid sometimes they use that part past the main part. It's just that they are very good on all the parts. That's why you forget that. This was the Hollywood drama case if they want to be star point number 10, your man when they bring in. All the Molina now, they don't calm down. Lorette go flux that ball into the 18, but nobody there to receive out. And the ball comes back again to the man who gets the advantage, hoping to maybe get his redemption, headers to headers. And honestly speaking, this final 10 minutes were inside this whole play for this second half. Alex, it seems to me that what's that point you spoke? The ascendancy is to Atletico Madrid. Directly! He hit one! Jesus! Oh, when I said that he entered, Julian Alvarez had 5 million on top of him money.
That was a wonderful strike.
Powerful right.
The goalkeeper's best friend came to the party. That's the upright to save that one.
The goalkeeper's
best friend.
I like it.
You know, just cannon off the upright and off it goes. It will count as a shot of target anyways, but then again, that's a brilliant strike.
How did they count it off target? That was going in until he did it.
Yeah. And
well, it's all over again.
They will be on top of this game for the final 10 minutes. Real Madrid will have to watch it because equalizer here for Atletico Madrid will mean that this game may just end as a draw, and Atletico Madrid will definitely be the happier side if they can.
Atletico need that draw. They need that draw like anything, because they know that number 3 is possible for them. Villarreal is still punching up top to number 4. Barcelona wants to pull away, so honestly, I think that they will be the ones that will even be a bit squinky or squinchy or very funky about how the results they right now. They want that extension. Give us 7, not 4. But right now, I would tell you that both sides of the coin are playing according to form quite nicely. 2 games where we say the red and whites, they don't lose in their last 5. The Mbappe and the brothers, the only ones that don't lose, like I mentioned, Getafe. Mbappe now has the ball a lone man initially will line him up for Camavinga will put him now for Vinicius. This looks like it's going to end at the back of the net, but the hold up play from Vinicius, he don't for Yakata, try shade market, and he shade them well, and Vinicius, they call it chorus, the white boys and girls of the old tracks. So Reza, my shady market, and bang him, I don't forget free kick. Well, tell you what. I'm gonna tell you. I've seen the ball again, the ball that hit the bar, the goal that would have been, oh, this would have been so crazy. Honestly, I'm rooting personally, I can't lie, I'm rooting for eye drama in the final minutes. Eye drama only comes when, as they score me and they score you, they score me and they score you. And so that the only thing that separates us is the whistle that blows. It makes everybody feel like, oh my God, man, I mean, but right now the man used to fly straight, then the message I read, Trent Alexander-Arnold raises his hand well. Now near post they coil this thing straight. Almost my entire side in post before. That guy doesn't have a free kick.
Yeah, that's a good save from Musa to keep that away from going into the back of the net. That's when really come forward now with that header from Bayern was powerful.
Then they frustrate Gracie.
Yeah, Musa did well. That was a good. That was going in.
He was going in. Musa sabi what. And he hit it in such a way that he didn't hit it outside inside the box. Some people don't come it from inside the net, they're constantly blessing and go. He's like, push out, push out! And now they're going to pass the ball. And Luni, from that side, will whip the ball out. Rush of blood to the head, and everybody got a skeleton who has in the play. A bit of irresponsible touches here and there now.
Yeah, Real Madrid would try their best to kill the dying stages of this game. Look at that.
How can they do that? They want to go head to head with people. Yeah. They're not pursue Valverde again, by the way. And they see her for pitch now. So it's still 11-11.
It's the replay of
it's the replay. Oh, they're not push. I know they wonder. I know they see the guy come off for pitch. No say camera, no film and say the guy come off for pitch. They know they won't show all those guys. In our Premier League, they will show you as if they come out, if they through the pass. They will show you because they like to show you a disgrace moment. Because most people they don't get fear of the court. They won't see whether you they cry, whether they talk from your mouth. Yeah, people. But you see, like they respect the guy dignity as they give out the card. They shit camera come up for them. Shrimp. And now Tomeni tries to flip it, or actually that's Camavinga. Quick play from Camavinga. He's playing up top now, much higher. He has the energy to go forward and back. Why? He does bring a comeback. That is the work his salary for the week. And now boys the chase. Oh, but you know those boys you're hungry. You the end up back to your goalkeeper. You know those men they hustle. Then they want this guy, this Oystein boy. I've been who see this Dean boy. Not be the same generational talent. Yeah. I never see the generational talent for the work when they do. Now see the Rodriguez see the work. Real Madrid used to help their people, I believe. It's 86 minutes of action. Truly, this is a place where we say anything is still possible. With the way this team they go, just like games far and in between, they go say they don't get multiple goals before. A couple of 2-2 draws in their last 10 games for this particular fixture. Right now it's 3-2. It might be their highest running game or highest scoring game in recent times. And that's credit to how these two teams, they go at each other. They know they respect themselves. I like them. Real Madrid win 12 of their last 14 La Liga home matches this season. And in fine form, this might just be the 13th if they can manage to close down this game as it stands. Llorente will kick that ball, and that will be a throwing in favor of Real Madrid. All they need in open play is just 4 minutes to go. Atletico Madrid in 5-4. They don't try to meet up for the amount of goals that they score, but see that goal, slice and dice, and then powerful shot from Molina. Made it 2-2. And then he thought that he had settled the scores and giving them a place to pounce up from. Only for that guy when they say when they fear God. They fear God, but the guy they praise. Say they shy. Even I say Vinicius Junior, they want substitute and the last substitute for the game. And Lumina will be the captain now for this particular derby on Derby Day. As Vinicius Junior, they work out for more. Even like say the guys are fan favorite. People they do when they dance and say that's elections. People carry bag. Carry the color. Brazilian, the only Brazilian we won and never see for this fish. This guy was the biggest orchestrator of Wahala and Casala for Atletico Madrid head. Look at that near post goal he scored from the edge of the box. Drove in, clear line of sight and power. Tawanite. and gave us a fantastic goal. Double figures for goals this season. His 7th goal with his foot. Other season he uses his leg and any other place when he gets. And we have a substitution. He's out. And Carreras is more defensive, eh?
Yeah, Carreras plays from the left back position. That means, Real Madrid with 3
they want to close the game down.
They want to close the game down. I mean, it makes no sense to try and be audacious at this point.
Audacious boogie, not triable.
It's more trying to, save time and kill off this game and take 3 points. But it's against one of the fiercest rivals in the league. And if you win them and take 3 points and also close the gap between Barcelona, it makes it better and sweet feeling for Real Madrid. So they wouldn't want to, I think, drop points in the dying stages of this game, and that's why you've seen that substitution with Carreras coming on. Means that Real Madrid will now play with more bodies behind the ball, and just Mbappe and Jude Bellingham up front for the Real Madrid side. So it's going to switch up now to more like a 4-4-1.
But you know they do glass in there that they carry and go from. I know they glass it and now be short one, I mean cross one, and now they play like short one. What's they worry these guys? Come like this is an extra man. They can't they lose voltage. Be like say power no they but see, don't carry for that go make free kick, I mean a corner kick. Okay, want yourself, bro. They can't even clap for her. Where they clap for her for? Mbappe, if you're Atletico Barcelona get just one single win in their last 5 away games. Honestly speaking, you see why we say Diego Simone, they be like say he owns there gas. They don't score 15 away goals now this season compared to the 34. They don't score for own self for Wanda Metropolitano. They go see the argument when they give them to the travel. In their data, they never can make it done well. They need to pop coconuts and put on maybe leg, make it sweet. Real Madrid on the other side, they said they don't want any room to error as they try to climb up top and cause drama as we like it. As the season they end, they do it for Barcelona body. But we like to what will happen for Scotland, not what will happen for inside the La Liga this season. Where we say strange faces, strange fruits, don't they come up, they break yoke of 44 years and more. New faces when one hopefully win the league. For La Liga, it's just these teams. They cross around to cause trouble, but Real Madrid will deal with them well. Why is that La Liga not get extra people when we say is on some level man not like come make them boring for some people because say if it's not Real Madrid, it is Barcelona. Once in a while, Copa del Rey, people like Atletico they get the chance like this season now to get the final and get an advantage.
Well, I think when you look at Spain, I mean we always talk about the competitive nature of the La Liga.
Is it competitive? If not only 2 people they carry out.
I'm saying we're talking about the competitive nature of the
league. Just say.
You look at Real Madrid and look at Barcelona, the amount of money that they have and the TV rights money.
Then they share and
they take more. I think Barcelona.
Yeah, they take 50%.
50% of
and then the
rest of the league share 50%, which is not fair when you look at it by standard. That would mean if Real Madrid and Barcelona take 300 million, and then Real Madrid will be going on with like let's say 50 or 70.
Every other person gets to share. That's why they always be really big boys versus small boys.
So if they had giving an equal grant for spending power. You look at Sunderland, for example, they have that strength to spend money and buy players. Same story goes for Manchester City. Same story goes for Arsenal. The teams at the end of the season will get an equal TV rights money shared across. And then you also get great incentives for playing and staying in the Premier League, which is something that the La Liga don't have. And that's why I see the inferiority in the other teams like the Valencias and the Sevillas. They cannot build a squad as strong as a squad that will challenge Real Madrid or challenge Barcelona, and that's the reason why you see them win. I think in recent years, with some of the Saudi investments that Real Madrid have had so far, they've been able to buy some players and able to build a strong squad, and that's the reason why.
They try to tread this fast side tread when they try to get through a middle, but then Oysen was the last man defending. He had to do that. He had to clear that ball out. Anyway, the left face, he had to clear it out. Now they have a corner kick. It's 6 minutes of added time. We don't pass the 90th minute. It's 92 minutes on the bounce. And Julian Alvarez will take us small, give out to Koke, and they will try Koke again. I know they like when they play corner kick short. I really don't like it. I feel like it's a waste of a corner. I really feel like it's a waste of a corner because look at how people like Arsenal they play their corners. You don't know, so you can get a lot out of corners. See, Aston Villa, they do their own. You can get a lot out of, and I even Bayern Munchen serve under company. They don't do things to ask them, Mary Kane, they will tell you this. Use it well, stop playing shots. A loaded ball, loaded into the 18. Ooh, you're the ball too slow, it didn't connect.
Yeah, it's a good. Ruggeri will take good cross in the box and Solomon got to the end of that ball, but I think the header was just a faint.
Too tame, like Foster when he said on the phone.
It wasn't enough to get the ball. Good save, goalkeeper was on hand just to get to the end of that one and to keep this game at 3-2. But Atletico did come forward again, piling on the pressure, and I think it's still going to stay this way till the very end of this game. Real Madrid needing to defend their 3 points.
They need to defend the 3 points, so if you want to have to come for it to future still. And honestly speaking, for Real Madrid side, like I said, they said they needed no room for error. They really needed to close this down because the work went in from plenty. On the other side, for Atletico, it means that a lot of their hopes could they tie to a Copa del Rey win and a victory or a trophy when would most likely define their season as today. Me, I'm not be sharp from an African point of view, man, no lie. Our African boys, they show up. Even Diaz hit back. we don't see our African boys. They mark register, they stamp passports. Unfortunately, they not give them enough chance for them to consolidate. Big chance now. Or they play this thing directly, they tap up on the corner. Why is that guy playing corner ball when he's looking for a goal? There's a big problem for Atletico when we say, see why you want to go that score. Because Lookman, they play more direct. You know, they play horizontal ball with the game too much. Now vertical. You can't be in that position, you don't beat the ball directly. Have you had a place?
Well, these two teams have different games to handle on the 4th of April, which will be a new month. Atletico Madrid will play against Barcelona at home. Real Madrid will play Mallorca away from home. But
Ooh, 2 players try to go down and they don't go down SF. Once they stay down for Atletico Madrid, we are inside the last 120 seconds, most likely for inside the extra time given. And honestly speaking, like you said, Mallorca is quite a challenge. Barcelona is quite the challenge. And when you go on an international break, who teach you how to raise ball like that? That's a very lazy wayward touch. Even Simone said, they've said, how you go deep on like that? Wow, a tale of 2 cities from Solot. This guy, Emmanuel, he never give me joy. He never give me joy. Since he come, he never give me joy. For the Atletico Madrid big man, when this is supposed to use the frame, he never give me joy. When they get players when they as big as he is, when we say they as rugged up top, area to all, when we say they get that kind of challenges to give. I want to talk one thing, but they fear to talk on. Mr. Producer, make a talk on. No man not talk on. Man not talk on. Oga say make a come on. Well, we are in the final minutes. As is Real Madrid ready to prosecute their 128th victory, match day 29 as it is. Other people not 31 they do, but you don't say La Liga, then they quick start. Other people don't start when they start. So, and I would say for Mr. Rock and Roll, aka Mr. Abeloa, this gives you the kind of ginger you need, especially with the way he sets up, to be like, I have the confidence to manage this squad. Truly, not just as the short-time guy, I can actually make a case to be a long-term kind of fit for this team, innit?
Yeah, I see similarities with Abeloa and Xabi Alonso.
I didn't want to say you're the club, like the impressive style. He's direct.
Yeah, he is. I still think that Abeloa still has a lot to learn as a manager. I mean, this is his first real job, coaching and managing a team. He played for once in his footballing career. I think they've come to respect him. They like his ideas, and they've done well to help him, make sure that the team gains since he arrived. So another big thing to the bag. Real Madrid have won the game.
As it is, I will tell you that the man who played and applied straight older players or managers like Rafa Benitez, Jose Mourinho, Zinedine Zidane, on his own now, he's his own man. His MVP for the night is Vinicius Jr., the guy who's gotten double figures for goal contributions. And his final touch, let me say now final touch, when I touched the ball last when we say scatter Diego Simone walk. A worthy battle has been done in the Madrid derby on the day. Full time right here, I'll tell you, Real Madrid is 3 And after they huffed and they puffed their neighbors from 8 kilometers away, managed to leave with 2 goals. Johnny Cardoso, he run well, will not lie you, but Cardoso run, but Cardoso team not carry something common. I wish it was a draw, because I feel like both teams, they served enough spice, enough food for us to feel like, guys, you guys can actually share the points. This will feel like a heavy loss for Atletico Madrid, who get to end the month of March with a couple more losses than they would prefer as this. And I'm not gonna lie you, their chances with the games when they get up front. Now, by the grace of that Jehovah Emmanuel, if they get top 4, you cannot take him, because Villarreal see they do like this for their back, and now major games they get for front. But what do you make out of this game and the Africans who contributed?
Yeah, the Africans did well. Ademola Lookman did well, scored that first goal. I thought that his substitution was a bit harsh.
Too early.
I feel like he should have played longer till like maybe the 75th minute. But I mean, Atletico Madrid, Diego Simeone knows best, or knows better, so to speak, in this occasion now. But Brian Diaz, on the other hand, also did some things. He won the penalty that gave Real Madrid the push to start their comeback in this game. So not a bad one if you ask me, for a performance from the Moroccan, and then for the performance again for the Nigerian. So fantastic game all through. I never expected 5 goals. I was looking at 2.
Guy, I tell you what's 5 goals.
I was looking at 2-1.
Thank you.
On that side to win, but to have 5 goals scored, and then to have, inside those 5 goals, 4 scored in the second half, really just meant that we saw, an amazing game in the second 45. So wonderful one. I enjoyed it. Good one for the Africans that came to the party today. Wonderful game for Ademola Lookman, and likewise for Brian Diaz. For Atletico Madrid, they would have to go back to the drawing board now. Their next game in the
we're using drawing board again.
Yeah, after the international break, their next game will be against Barcelona, which is a big game. I mean, imagine playing Real Madrid and Barcelona back to back. It's a tough one for Atletico Madrid, but it's what they have to deal with, because they also get to play Barcelona in the Champions League, so they have to deal with that one. For Real Madrid, good game for them, good victory. Arbeloa now, they've cut the points gap. It was 7 before entering this game. Now it's back to 4, and they have to now continue to pile on the pressure on Barcelona to see if they will get to the end of the line and win the La Liga this season. Do not forget, Real Madrid know that Atletico Madrid could help them take points off Barcelona.
Are you sure that's why the pressure was no more?
Yeah, I mean, it would be fun to see how that pans out in the end, because Atletico Madrid in that game will play at home. Yeah. So that would give them some morale booster going forward.
They do better at home, Shah.
They do better at home, so definitely
much better.
So. And lots of teams have also been complaining about the pitch condition at the Wanda Metropolitano. They do that to unsettle teams that like to play the ball on the ground.
You're raising
Barcelona have suffered there, Tottenham Hotspur have suffered there, and some of the other teams who have played there have also suffered. Real Madrid also suffered when they played there in the first leg, where they lost by 5 goals to 1. But this victory is a testament of the fact that Arbeloa is doing a good job, and Real Madrid has done so well to win this one this night.
Oh, that's definitely true. When they say when 2 customers for the same place they battle, really now just car that they leave for the area, and this particular scar, it will ring deep for the Rohi Blancos. Points could not be shared. The main city men and the Vikinos are talking about Real Madrid, and when we say follow us with the drama, the intrigue, and everything in between, we want to say thank you to you for following vivxsports. If you have a leave-off takeaway, I mean, the number to call is right there if you feel like you want to drop 1 or 2 lines. Lookman has played in his first derby. A Nigerian has scored. I believe he's the first Nigerian to score in a Madrid derby. And to Jesus be our glory. I will say to Jesus be our glory. I'll tell you why. Because if he is the runner, it took me 30 years to see a Nigerian score at a Madrid derby. Yeah. And so I say this is history already. Quietly he's doing it. The guy that has been underestimated quite a number of times. It's a full-time score, not good for his team, but very good for him on the personal level. But if you know Ademola Lookman, he go there one kind of way. You go feel like, oh, more, I could have done more. Congratulations to Brian Diaz. He couldn't get the goal as he wanted. He hit the bar. But the man who might just walk away with an AFCON trophy can walk away with the spoils of the day today. No, he say don't do it in the Jeremy or back in the day, do it in be say, people like them Tiara get to do, among others. We are in a new era now, officially. Anyway, Mandem, thank you so much for being part of this. Always a pleasure. Collect. I don't know that collect this one, but collect the hand next. I hope say you go get lights when you go out. I wish I could carry all this light and all this AC and take it with me as I'm going, but I mean, I will carry you with us. I will be leaving this right on our YouTube. Please follow the community, vivxsports, the economy of the fans. I do know for a fact that as the World Cup, the con will be focusing on the Africans in the mix. As the WAFCON, the con will focus on the Africans in the mix. I do know that we have the UNITECO Cup coming in May. And May is just a corner away, so I'm not doing ourselves since they saw for here. Just join the community, subscribe, like, give us a mega like. I did the talk out for the YouTube if but this switch make you support the ministry because we give us a super chat if you feel like the thing switch you. But in the meantime, we want to say thank you, Mr. Producer, Mr. Sammy. Thank you for the support up top, Mr. Boye. Thank you for the back end support. Samba, we like you, we love you. Which one you do for her? You like him or you love her?
I like.
You like her. Don't worry, Sam, I love you. Don't worry, man. You know my guy.
I'll say like.
That what for you? Man, no, they love man again.
No, I like.
That was no, man. No.
I think we like.
On this fine day in the month of March, we want to say thank you. And yeah, take it easy. Walk the finish for you. My name is Chief Soy, your energy chief. Olusegun 1 of sports, as I like to call myself. They like to call me. See you on the next journey and keep it locked and loaded on the vivxsports family. Whoa, cool. My brother.